Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another exciting edition of Grippin' and Rippin'. As always, I am your host, Dave Wonder, and I hope I scared at least one or two of you out there, because as always, tonight here on the stream, we're gonna rip, we're gonna free some beautiful bits of plastic from those pesky cardboard prisons. And as y'all know, I ain't gonna do it alone. You've seen the guest list. The guest list has changed up a little bit, but that's okay. All the good wishes out to Tim. The mayor of Toy Town, unfortunately, is feeling under the weather, so he won't be joining us tonight. Mr. VONNER shall be joining us shortly. But let's throw it over. One you know, one you don't. You know both of them, but one you didn't know was going to be on. So I'm going to toss it over to the one you know. Actually, no, I'll just toss it over to the one you don't. It's Garfield. I'm sorry, Gorefield. Hello, Gorefield. Welcome
hey guys. You guys got any of that lasagna handy over there?
God. Hi, Damien.
Hey guys.
Then joining us from the cave, it's Mr. Geeky. Hi, Mr. Geeky.
Howdy, howdy. I was like scrambling to see if I had something I could just bring in my vicinity, but I can't beat Gorefield.
It's you can't.
He's always on hand. He's like my mascot now. I'm gonna make him a little jersey, a D Blake makes jersey. He's everywhere. You'll see him on everywhere now.
Come on now, Shaggy. I am going to make a quick rundown of the COJ that are already chiming off in the chat, because Tio Mike coming in first, then we got Fortnite in there. Man, they go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Shaggy coming in with just a few sweet emotes, but thank you all the same. And Kiki and D Blake in there. Come on now, boys, you're on the stream. We got Shakes in there. Who else we got in there? Epic Badger, Nightmare, Super Spike, Shaggy, of course. Yeah, Dave. Looks like Car got into the bronies. Phantom Crow, what's going on? Cap McKay, what's shaking, my friend? Super Spike, what up, Spike? Pendergast in the house, and then my feed froze. Oh, there we go. Oh, Mr. Geeky's pulling out the emeralds already. What up, Ryan? How's it going, my friend? By the way, check out Ryan over on Instagram. He is the mighty diorama maker that has been so kind to bequeath fantastic prizes over the last couple marathon streams. So thank you again to Ryan. Go check him out. Oh God, why can't I remember the numbers on your thing? Right, hold on. It's Rhino. Rhino 6550. I was like 699946X. It is Rhino 6550. Go check him out. Oh show. But yeah, what are you guys opening tonight? Mr. Geeky, I guess we'll start with you, because I hear you digging through stuff.
He is digging.
Oh, yes.
Communicator.
Well, spoiler alert. I have a box of that to bust open as well.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yes.
From Mr. Dupree, from Charles Dupree.
Do you have to paint that, or it has stickers? What's the deal?
Paint it up.
Mr. Wonder and I were going to talk about potentially doing a customization video, maybe, perhaps.
Yeah, no, we'll figure something out. I have one for myself, and I have one for Tony. I opened them up. They're actually upstairs right now, just chilling out. But yeah, we'll figure it out.
Really dang cool.
I want to make one of those with different sized inserts that you can put your phone into.
That would be cool.
Like
there is one that's like a clip-on case that is spicy. But it's real nice.
I got some Panda Bros here.
Hachi.
Oh my!
I killed what I love most. You killed a hooker?
Say it again.
I said I killed what I love most. You killed a hooker. It's okay. It's gonna be okay. Or Tropic Thunder. You killed the panda.
Damien, because out of context, I think it's a miss.
When I was young, I didn't know how to pronounce chaos, and I used to say chouse.
Chouse? There were chouse emeralds?
Yeah, it's like chouse emeralds.
Oh, and I have this just came in. Hold on a second. I got to pull it closer because I'm very excited, because I did a deep dive on this guy. So now I get to open them up.
Hey, there we go. What up, Wiseman?
I got the whole set, but it's
collect the whole set.
I'm so stoked. Yeah, there's the wave. I got the whole wave of from the Super 7 Thundercats.
I only got Robert Bill, and he's too big, and I'm disappointed.
I wanted to get once I got him in, I was like, I kind of want to get a second one just to have that like display with that extra head.
I do, but he's just too big. He's slightly too big.
I mean,
he's close.
I feel like if he wasn't that big, I complain he wasn't big enough for.
I don't know. When you put him on, so you haven't opened him yet, right?
I haven't opened him yet.
You put him on the shelf with the rest of. You put him on the shelf with the rest of the Thundercats, and he's literally maybe, I don't know, like a scale too big. I don't know how to enunciate it, but he's just a little bit too big.
I can kind of see that. Well, because it's like I got little Lino. I don't mean to like put this entirely
young Lino.
but,
Yeah, I want to
but
get
like
Lino.
compared to little Lino, he's
that's
got
much
a good head on
different.
him, I think. You know,
Sure does.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stanley, it's bonkers. The Mondo Super Shredder.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
I heard Mondo's got some kind of undercover sale going on right now.
Something like that. I did not find the specifics, unfortunately, but
dude, that thing's got to weigh a ton. That thing just looks.
I mean, it's a Fubi, so
yeah.
I mean, I imagine it cuts. It'll be lighter than you think. How about that?
Looks like you can actually shred stuff too. Like you can use a cheese grater.
Damien, I keep seeing Gorfield in the back, and I'm just like, oh, he looks so sad. What are you busting? Oh, Jesus, he's got more.
Oh my God, he's got the whole set. He said, collect the whole set.
I don't. I could do this while we're doing the show too. I don't need a.
No.
Boy, he really pepped up, didn't he, Dave?
Right?
Really,
oh yeah, he was dying before we went live.
Oh God, we were in the back. We were in the backstage, and he's like, I don't know if I'm gonna make it through the show.
But now there's toys. Flip the switch.
Boom, he's on
happy mode.
Yeah.
I've got Cutman.
Ooh.
I've got Piccolo.
Cool.
Dang.
And then I've got a Gigawatt
Cool.
that I got at the Woodbridge Toy Show. And I have Girl Electro. So
Hell yeah.
got a few fun things tonight that we'll go through.
I kind of want to call it.
And if I happen to go through all
Gigawatt.
of those, then I have some bones.
Yeah.
If I want to.
I am waiting on my pile of loot for one last thing before I ship, and usually I wait the full 3 months to ship, and it's like because like that Rexplode is sitting in my pile of loot. Like it's like, come on, I want to build out that line.
I
What is that accessory pack, Geeky? That came if you got the all in or something,
pack.
or
it's for the all in.
that was an extra.
You know, I was like, I'm getting them all, so I might as well get it with the all in. And then I realized afterwards, I was like, oh, there's no additional heads in there.
It's just accessories, just guns and satchels.
Yeah, they're still
probably charge $40 for that normally, right?
I'm not saying nothing.
Right.
I will say here's my thing, right? And this is it's not to say they're not going to make another one later. There's multiple versions of the guards, right? So that they came out, like there's the ones from the Star Comics too. So I'm curious if we're ever going to get those. Like there's a very different look to them. Same thing with like a handful of the other characters, like the Crabmen, for instance.
Yeah.
This is me just I'm gonna
I'm trying to find, because like I said, that that Panda just went through, and I was over the moon because I sat staring at those Panda brothers for so fucking long that I was like, but I like certain things from one and certain things from the other, and I'm like, how am I gonna do this? And then I saw the Memory Toys one, and I'm like, it's everything that I love from those two.
Right. There's a point where there was so many pandas coming at one time that I couldn't tell, and the names of the different companies changing too. So I was like, did I get them all?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's not the one I have, correct?
Yeah, you have the Panda Bros.
You have Fury Toys,
that
right?
one too. I don't know if I got it.
You just want all the pandas.
I want all the pandas, dude. Well, here's the thing: we're gonna get that new awesome PandaCon from NECA too. I could have 4 different pandas to like replicate the.
You could single-handedly save the species.
Yeah. I mean, you say that and you're joking, but hey.
Hey, if every panda we bought sponsored a real-life panda,
that's
right.
That's a great
idea. Not gonna happen. I don't think they'll go for that. Oh, I really wish Super 7 would announce more Silverhawks. I want flashback and more villains.
Yeah. I think there's more coming, right? Wasn't there a conversation with Flynn not that long ago? Over on
He said there's more coming eventually.
Yeah.
I don't know when eventually is though.
No, but I mean, my understanding was like the wave that's coming up, and I got to double check because I heard this in an interview I think a couple weeks ago, was that the next wave might have figures that we've never had, like characters we've never had in toy form before. So
the only problem that I have with that is there's like we're still trying to complete other set. You know what I mean? It's like
right.
Finish one, then start a new one. But that's just me. I have kind of a weird array of things tonight. I got this from my buddy Paul's shop, Heroic Goods and Games, which is closing its doors. It's not going out of business, but it is closing its doors because he got an awesome new gig and he can't run the store and do the job. So congratulations to Paul over at Heroic Goods and Games. If you're in the Twin Cities area, go buy everything you can from him. Support a good dude. He's had a hell of a run. And yeah, I've been wanting to pick
have Sam go work there.
Right? He's a little far away from it, unfortunately. But I have that. I have this awesome package of Thank You Jazzwares. This is the Orange Cassidy exclusive that was announced at Toy Fair from the Vault. So very excited for that. And then the Coupe de Gracie, as some might say, the Hono Studios Black Costume Spider-Man.
I've been waiting. That's why I joined tonight. I want to see that.
So very, very excited to free this beast. He'll be the grand finale.
Make us wait all day for that.
Damn it. I don't know where I put my box cutter. I'm just going to turn off my camera for a sec while I run around my studio. But, thanks.
That's because you're not wearing pants.
You're above me, so I couldn't. I was going to do the...
I'm wearing pants. I just don't want to like be running around in the background just trying to throw shit.
But that's the whole fun part of the stream. Yeah, exactly.
There we go. Found it. Mr. Stanley knife.
You knew where it was.
It was in the crib.
Yes. Jesus.
The babies were playing
every
with
time.
Do you guys ever find yourselves going on like deep dives of like YouTubers? You really, Kiki, I know you do. You make them. Hello, Darth. Or sorry, sup, Darth. So I went on a deep dive of Glenn Webb's videos the other day because I don't know why it popped into my head, but I was like, man, I really want to watch this one video. And I ended up watching something like 15 of his videos, and I was like,
yep.
He's no longer with us.
Well, I mean, you get in the zone there, right? You're watching it, and you're like, now I have a hankering to watch more and more and more, right?
I do that a lot, like Tested.
Yeah,
I watch a lot of Adam Savage stuff that may like if I missed a few while, like I'll start watching like one day builds I missed and stuff like that. Get into those. I'm fine. Everything is fine.
I feel like I should take a picture with this.
Here.
Yeah, right
there.
That's a box you want to keep. Yeah, you got poster fire.
So this is what gets me with Vault. So I already removed one box, correct?
And there's another box.
Now
it's like a
nesting
doll.
It's Inception. It's box Inception.
So okay. So now
another
second box.
They're not just boxes either.
Third box.
There's a lot of thought put into each one.
Well, there's no other box after that. It's the insert, right?
There's a slip case.
Oh Christ. Okay, yeah.
And then that goes away. Then boom, I'm fine. Everything is fine. And there he is, the minimalist sketch version of Orange Cassidy. I absolutely love this because they even so he comes with his international championship, which literally just says international champion AEW. And he's got his elbow pad that is all hatched up and everything. I feel like I actually have to put this up with my Mirage.
I mean, that's a bit deceiving though, because that's clearly White Cassidy.
Right. You son of a bitch. No. I'm very excited for this.
You should put him up next to Black Tom Cassidy.
Right? But oh my god, there's boxes everywhere.
You can have a whole Cassidy corner.
Oh my god, I'm stuck on another box. Very excited for this. Also, one thing that I do enjoy right up top, Orange Cassidy. Cool. Yeah, so this is one of those that I might actually keep the box. I probably won't, but I might. Makes me happy.
Yeah.
Do you guys think I should poke VONNER? I just realized we're like 20 minutes in.
Poke him?
What's that?
Mr. VONNER.
Would he mind a poke?
Or you're poking him?
I was just dropping him a message. I said, poke. You all right, man?
So here's something funny.
I believe it was.
I've never gotten the smaller figures before, but like
Are there a ticket?
A little bit. I don't know. To me, here's the thing. It's like the Sonic. Sonic Supersonics is fine. Shadow's fine. It's Agent Stone is the only way to get him right now, and my son is like,
he's tiny.
He's so tiny. And if he was bigger size, I would absolutely get him. No question. But like this reminds me of almost like, do you guys ever like you're seeing again those like Kinder Egg surprise eggs?
Yeah.
This what it reminds me of. It's like put it together. Well, here's the thing. I'm happy to have him because I haven't had that figure before, right? But I want he's a little small for my son's gonna take this and put it right in his display. There's no question.
Right in his where?
In his display.
Oh,
in his display. What would
I thought you said in his dishware, and I'm like, why is he putting it in the dishware, Geeky?
He could. I mean, it is size appropriate. It could go in his dishware too.
It was more so just the phrasing where I was like, uh-oh.
He can put it right in his, and then it kind of like faded out for a second.
I was expecting to hear. I was expecting Mr. Jones to jump on and.
He's catching up on Daredevil, I'm sure.
All right.
So yeah, this is him unpackaged here. It's a little articulation, like the arms. The arms have some decent, right? You can swivel them around.
Yeah, but he's like a Lego man.
Yeah, he's not. I kind of want to. Here's what I kind of want to do. I want to take Xanos, and just see if I could put a new head on Xanos or Xanatos. Blah. Because I feel like that might work.
This rules. I'm sorry. It's so stupid, but
it's cool though. That's cool. Like an artist proof type deal.
Like you flip it around and it's got the aha take on me rendering and everything.
Oh, that's true. It does have it. That would be a great reel to use that song.
Right?
Like if you're setting him up, play Take On Me. Is there a regular color version of him?
Yeah. I have two versions of him. I actually have him in Boop, black and white, and then I have him in blue as well.
Make a square of the color one reaching in and then pulling the black and white one through. You got to do that with Take
Donnie's
On Me.
Portal. Donnie's Portal, dude.
That's it. It's right down there.
Have him hold like
come on,
grabbing him.
So good.
Portal.
That'll be so good.
Yeah.
You're really making me want to get Shaggy. I will say this. My only gripe with it is that it is the early OC version, so he has the rubber overlay for the pants.
Right? I'm gonna sing it all night now.
How many bars I can sing before we get.
So they did two versions. So they did this version that has the normal like articulation on the hip.
Conversation.
I know.
Anyway, so it has the ability so that he can put
geeking out on the.
Yeah, we're all in aha mode here.
We really are.
It
opens and closes. That's good.
I'm just messing with you.
Have you ever seen those videos, by the way, where it was like literal videos where it would be like it was the same videos, but it was like someone singing like literal lyrics over what was happening.
No.
So they're so
That's
fun.
funny.
Talking about like deep dive. This is what I get caught on, right? Is like watching stuff like this where it's just like it's like talking about what is happening in the video instead of the lyrics, right?
That's really
it's
funny.
So,
very meta.
So silly, but that is what I was like.
I saw one. Oh, what was it? The Hold Me Now. I'm 6 feet from that song.
Yeah.
But the video of him is singing like on top of a cliff or something. And they did a literal like if it was rolling and he was really singing, and like he's really far away, the camera on top of the rock.
Oh, yeah.
Going, hold me now. And then he jumps off the thing. It's like, hold me now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Creed, that's it. Yeah, that's the Creed song.
My favorite one is Dancing in the Dark, and it's Bowie and Jagger, but they took out all the music, so it's just the like Foley sound of them like it's so bad.
That's amazing. They did one with Saved by the Bell when they had the band Zach back. And they said if they were really playing the guitar, this is what it would sound like.
Yeah,
he's thrumming, and he's just going pew 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 pew. That's great. The internet. That's what. Ever thought this is what we doing on the internet besides like AOL chat rooms?
I laughed thoroughly at the post the other day. I felt like an old man because there was one of those stupid like single picture memes of it was hold on, I gotta remember to charge my doorbell from my chair tonight, and it says imagine explaining this to someone from the 70s. I'm like,
right?
Oh,
what was it Pete Holmes? Somebody's like nothing makes sense. Like if somebody came up to if I traveled back in time to the 20s and told them like that I was a time traveler, no one would believe me because I'm like, what's this? Look, it's a little computer, but it wouldn't connect to anything because there's no satellites. And you say it's a satellite, and they're like, what's a satellite? And you're like, I don't know. Like you wouldn't be able to really explain anything. So it would just burn you at the stake for being a witch.
Pretty much. Oh, have you seen the Toxic Avenger tease? Yes.
Oh yes.
I am very curious. I'm not a big Dinklage guy, and I feel like an asshole because I just realized neither is he. But because he's short. No, but I don't know. It feels weird. Like I don't know. It's just that like, in the back of my mind, I'm just like I want to love this because it's Toxie, but Peter Dinklage is Toxie. Like this is going to be super interesting, and I think the look is stunning.
It doesn't take itself seriously, right? I mean, it's like done. It's done
like a trauma movie. Yeah,
it is a trauma movie.
Yeah. I think Trauma was
not yet, Ryan. Not yet.
Deeply involved in it.
Trauma has its own streaming service. Do you know that?
I think I did.
Well, isn't it part of? I thought it was part of the horror streaming service.
Oh, Chiller or something, or
something like that.
I don't know. Because I wanted to watch something, and then I said, "Oh, that's a big Chouse Emerald."
Yeah, Chouse.
Chouse, Jim.
Do not put in mouth.
Is that a challenge? All I heard was in mouth. I'm like, okay.
What up, Shav? How's it going?
So we got some QC issues, but he's overall cool.
I'm not mad about it. What's wrong with him? Just a little.
See the eye? No, see the eye.
Oh, the white, yeah.
The eye. Yeah. Like that's all chippy, and then there was another thing I didn't. Oh, he's got a lot of paint, like a lot of paint rub, like a lot of discoloration. See, that's like brown, like gray on his stomach right here. He's got some like paint rub or discoloration or something, but I ain't mad at it. He's cool. It's not my hands. My hands are clean. I always check because I'm always painting or I'm doing something with markers and stuff. And don't look at me like a disappointed father.
Did you hear the rumor that McFarlane may show up to bid on Dynamo Fuck? Oh man, let's go! Like, let's go for it, Todd, father.
Was Diamond up for sale?
Oh, he was gonna buy up.
Oh yeah, people are talking about buying him out.
Oh. But I'm saying, like, is Diamond in a position to be bought out?
I think they went to chapter 11, didn't they?
Oh wow, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So I remember a few years ago, Capcom was putting themselves out there for bid, and nobody bought them stupidly. Like, how do you not buy Capcom in their entire collection? And then they rebounded and they're back on their feet. But for a while there, I was like, man, how's Sony or Microsoft not buying Capcom right now?
The money, maybe the asking price. That's the only thing I could think of.
I think the money's there, man. With the portfolio Capcom has, I think the money would have been there. But whatevs.
I just want to sing. I want to be like sing "Everything Is Awesome" when I'm holding this guy in my hand and just like make him like bloop bloop. You know, he's so tiny.
No elbow articulation, right?
There's elbow. Or no, sorry, there's not.
No,
there's
like no.
There's shoulder. There's shoulders. Not elbow. Yeah, no,
the upper elbow.
Yeah, the elbow that's up
the full elbow,
higher up.
The top elbow.
We call it the Muppet joint.
Are these not called elbows? I've been saying it wrong all these years.
Oh, is Damien related to Dylan due to a chocolate hand? Maybe. Yeah. Okay. For context of that reference, that is a reference to one Dylan Postel, aka the ever-loving Hornswoggle, the biggest little man in professional wrestling. I don't remember. I think it was Myers who said that he has doo-doo and chocolate hands. Like he always has something on his hand.
Great.
The Muppet joint is now the only way I'm going to refer to my elbow. Oh, that's adorable. What is that? Is that a pop?
Yeah, it's big from
not
Sonic.
A Funko Pop.
Yeah, Pop. Sonic. From Funko.
What is it?
Yeah, I had the other big too.
You have the weirdest shit, dude.
What's that?
You have the weirdest shit.
I know. I love
it. Though. I love it.
I love it. I have not weird stuff too, but I also like when I see the weird stuff, I'm like, yeah, I gotta get
disappointed father look.
But all of it's weird in the best way possible.
This frog did it for me. Honestly, it's like I love Big as himself, but this like frog on top of him was like the thing. I was like, I gotta get that. That's adorable. So I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
that's great.
Yeah, I like it's tough with Funko. It's the head moves and nothing else really moves here, and that always just drives me bananas. Because I would try and move I'd want everything to move. I don't know where I'm going with that. I like Funko sometimes.
Oh, HBC. Wait, what's HBC? I find it eye-opening that HBC here in Canada filed for bankruptcy. Why is what's HBC? Why can't I think what HBC is? HBC Canada.
I recognize that abbreviation.
The Bay, Canada's life and style
Hungry
platform.
Blue Chupacabras.
Oh, Canada's Hudson Bay. There you go. Oh, Geeky, do you skip meals to get some of the shits as merchant?
Yeah, sometimes.
Listen, I've reconsidered meals. I've reconsidered meals because of man, that's like you're thinking like, man, that's a toy. Like, I was talking to Josh Brown. I was chatting with Josh Brown last week, and he was going out to dinner, and he's like, my dinner cost the flame add-on for the dragon. He's like, I just spent my goddamn flame add-on for dinner tonight.
Looks like it's spam again.
I do think like that. I mean, I feel like that's just like, I mean, I think a lot of collectors kind of think like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where it's just like this, like, do I have this or is this like, do I get it back? Right.
I guess
I hate spending money on food.
See, I
did it once.
Well, and I'm at that weird point, like with specifically with conventions, because like I do them for comics and stuff. Like I'm there drawing all day, so I usually don't eat all day, and so it hits the end, and I'm like, let's I'm okay. Let's grab some food. We're good to go, because inevitably what it comes down to is usually I have to do like any toy hunting or anything toy related before the show, because that's when
Right.
shit's open.
Yeah.
Because nothing's open on Sunday night. So yeah, it's like I don't know. There's nothing wrong with spam. I love that stuff. That's right on time.
Yeah,
So
I run the
it.
booth by myself too, so I'm the only one at my booth. So I bring beef jerky and granola bars, and that's like what I eat all day. And if I do run out, I'll have someone look at my table for a minute, and I'll run out for a minute, and then I end up getting caught at like 5 other booths on my way back from the bathroom or something.
Dude, I have a friend who is I jokingly call him corn dog at shows because he is the dude who will wander. He'll be like, "I'll be right back. I'm gonna go to the bathroom," and he'll come back with like a hot dog or a corn dog or like soda or something. I'm like, bro, that's like $27 of corn dog that you have in your hand. And I'm the dude who I will bring like my gallon of water and like I might pack a sandwich or something, but usually I'm just like I have my gallon of water and I'm like, all right, I'm good. Like maybe an energy drink, and I just kind of sit there and go through the day, and then afterwards it's like, all right, time to eat something ridiculous. Like I am jonesing. I am so wanting to go down to Chicago, C2E2. I miss it dearly. Couldn't make it. Things gel this year, but hoping I'll go back next year. But there's a place in Chicago, and I'm going to throw it out there right now. It's called RIPPIN. It's over by the South Loop Hotel. It is one of my favorite things to eat in this world. It is a fried steak sandwich. Ooh. And it will kill you young, but my God, it's delicious. Oh, Panda says it's slim, fast packed in the bag for me. All right. I don't eat very often. I try to eat at home as much as possible, as do I.
Right.
Bro, that round dog, that toy show.
Dude, I would pass out though. I mean, I've had like
the thing is like my brain, like I'll jump from like drawing to like conversations to a panel, back to conversations, back to drawing, and then I look at the clock and I'm like, I have 45 minutes left. I'm like, okay, like that's just become my mentality now because I like, don't get me wrong, I love food, but it's that thing of I'll eat breakfast, like I'll eat something in the morning before I ever touch foot in the show, but yeah.
I'm fruit lovers usually get me through. I'm just like give me an apricot,
fruit roll-ups.
Give me a strawberry.
I'm not,
dude.
It up, you know?
Okay, so I used to pack fruit leathers. I used to always have fruit leathers, or I'd buy like a box of cereal that I would keep at my table as like a break glass emergency.
Is that like the brand fruit leathers?
No, like fruit leathers are just like they're like thicker fruit roll-ups that are actually. They have less bullshit in them because it's like dehydrated fruit.
I've literally never heard of fruit leathers. I mean, it's exactly what I imagine exactly how it sounds. But
I mean, it's like I don't know. It's good. Like, but anyways, it was always that thing of I'd have those around, and then it started hitting the point of I would pack shit, and like when Samir and I would do shows, his little brothers would swing by, like when we were in Chicago, and we'd bring like bag of snacks, and I'd reach down into the bag of snacks, and I'm like wrappers. Like, like it was just that thing like, damn, that Rexplode's tight. Oh, gigawatt, hell yeah. God, that's a really good car mode.
It actually is really nice, and it's got the hook that you can put on the back.
Does it have a Mr. Fusion?
And then it actually does have a little tiny baby little Mr. Fusion that you can put back in.
Nice.
Somehow, but yeah, pretty cool.
Hell yeah.
I don't know if I guess let's see the wheels. You can actually flip the wheels, and that's pretty sick. There you go.
That's sick.
That's pretty cool.
Hell yeah.
We got to go back, Marty.
I haven't transformed a Transformer in probably 30 years. The last time I've done a Transformer, so this should be interesting.
Geeky, does Rex come with anything? Outside of the alternate hands? He's a charged up glove.
Those are I mean, he comes with a poop ton of hands too.
Right on. Did you say a poop ton?
Oh shit!
Ton. Well, I'm trying to.
And then I just said shit.
Keep it all ages friendly, right?
He called shit poop.
You know, it's like good on Geeky for saying poop. Shit.
I was complimenting you, okay?
The going doors open.
I think
Yeah.
that word is fine though, right? At this point.
Now it is.
Huh?
I said now it is.
Well,
I
now
remember
it
I'd
is.
get my ass like chewed out if I said shit back in the day.
I know back in the day, but I mean that's like I think it was on South Park that one episode where it was like they did a number count. You remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I
like
think
138 or something. Like it's
Yeah.
got up there.
They-
Oh, he has
they
an unmasked
changed
head
that.
sculpt too.
What's it?
Yeah,
Oh.
I didn't know that he had an unmasked head sculpt.
Yeah. Oh, for Rexplode. Yeah, there's a couple different heads here too.
Dude, like I wonder if you could put that head on the robot so that you could have him be the
yeah, you can.
know what I mean?
He has a little man bun back there too, so it plays nicely with it.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Okay, I think I know how I'm going to display that now. That's neat.
Yeah.
That is a line, like the Invincible Diamond Select is a line that I've collected. I think I have every figure, and then I found some duplicates on like Mega Sale. So I think I got them for like $8 a piece.
Oh,
so
right.
I have 3 duplicates, but I numbered them 1, 2, and 4 because I'm like, I just put a pile of the dismembered, like the like exploded off limbs. I was like, I'll just make a pile of meat, and that's number 3.
Be right back.
All right.
Did I mean, so like that's the thing. Are they? There's a lot of different lines from Diamond that I'm hoping continue in some form, right? Because like that Invincible one was phenomenal, right?
Well, and I think all that's on the docket right now for it is the Mauler twins, and it's not even a Mauler twins. It's a single pack, but
you get 2 of them. You have to get 2 of them.
Yeah, you get 2 of them, and they have a swappable head.
Mm-hmm.
I've wanted those Invincible figures, but I just can never pull the trigger. They're really fucking good, man. Ryan, if you ever want to scope them out, swing on by. Actually, I just typed it in on BBTS just because I was curious. They have even robots. They have duplicate. They have Rex on pre-order. Invincible and Omni-Man and Alan and Monster Girl and the Mauler twins are all sold out though.
I have Alan, but I don't know if I've ever. Have I opened Alan? I don't know.
I don't know. That's honestly Alan's probably my favorite figure from the batch, or Monster Girl, because Monster Girl's like it's just a big fucking figure.
Yeah, when it comes with the like her.
It comes with her. So it comes with her in the human mode. That has no articulation. So it's like you get to stand right here forever.
It's oh gosh, what was that figure? You know exactly what I'm talking about. The figure that came with that the small unarticulated dude. I
don't know. You're doing this.
I'm making the hand motions. I figured you know what I'm talking about.
I don't know what. Give me context.
He's a big dude. He was off a comic character. My mind is just,
Man.
Not Giant Man. It's the one who comes with the kid who's like his, who's with him on the.
Pitt?
I'm gonna have to figure.
Are you talking about Pitt and Timmy?
Timmy and
there we go.
I got there eventually.
I knew you'd get it.
Well, you were doing this. I'm like, are you a T-Rex? What's going on? Like, what's happening? Like, tell me.
This is the motion for Timmy.
This is why we're friends, Geeky. Because I can decipher that shit.
I guess we're not doing a charades party, huh?
My hand motions, Dave. Yeah, I'm trying. Oh, wait. Does the Mauler? I just realized the Mauler twin does not have an alternate head sculpt.
Well, I mean, he's a clone.
Well, no, he does. Okay, he has a.
I'm a clone now.
Yeah, but which one is the clone? Only you decide.
Yeah. I feel like I'd have to put a 1 on the bottom of his feet, like so that I could know which one was the first. But yeah, so there's the
Andy at the bottom.
And I did with my Spider-Man. I put a label on the bottom of their feet because I couldn't tell which one was like from the 3-pack, the Amazing Friends 3-pack, which one was from the Renew Your Vows pack. Like I can't keep track of all of those, so put a little label on their foot, wrote really tiny on it.
What happened? Oh.
Come on. We're going to break this now.
All right. Well, you know what? I am going to do this real quick. So give me a moment.
Have you heard back from VONNER?
I have not. I just shot him another message, and I know. I think yesterday was his kiddo's birthday, so if he got tied up doing something, he got tied up doing something. But
yeah,
either way, we'll get him on here one way or another. That sounds threatening. That's not supposed to be
one way.
It's supposed to be he'll come back again someday. Not like Monday Foosh Live, but he'll actually come back.
Aw.
I'm hoping we're gonna get a Kano to go with.
Did you say Kano?
Yeah,
You did say
Kano was
like,
Kano? I think was the cat. Is like.
I was thinking Mortal Kombat. I'm like, did I miss a crossover?
Yeah.
Like,
right?
Tell me more.
Yeah, no. Well, technically,
would you like to know more?
Right? Because they're like in my head, like he is as much. Kano is as much like associated with Claudius to me as oh gosh, what did I do with it? Oh, as Luna is with Amok. You know, I mean, it's like.
No, again, I when you said Kano, I went to the cyborg like eye guy from Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, here we go. He's gonna do an uppercut that really is not powerful at all.
Mortal Kombat is what? Is that a game?
It's nice.
Now I'm gonna give him the. I was giving him the disappointed dad look.
He will be missed.
And that was the last show that Mr. Geeky was on. Yeah, no, I know. That I think you were telling me about who did the voice for Hoppy, right? I think it was you. It was like the accountant
Hoppy?
Or something for.
Are you talking about
Dan Forden saying Toasty?
Toasty Hoppy.
Yeah, it's Dan Forden.
I was like Hoppy.
Is it not Hoppy? Because I've always heard
it's
Hoppy.
Toasty.
Toasty.
Is that
I always thought there was
You're
Toasty,
gonna get
and then I
removed
thought
again,
there was Whoopsie. I thought there was two separate ones.
I think it was only just always Toasty.
Hold on, we have the memes.
Some people hear it one way. Like what was that other like audio meme? It was like some people hear Laurel and other people hear
Yanny.
Yeah, Ganny.
Yanny and Laurel.
Yeah. So I think that was the original Laurel Ganny, right? This was Hoppy or Toasty.
Hold on.
Dang.
In the Mortal Kombat series, he is credited as Dan Toasty Forden. The nickname derives from an Easter egg that first appeared in Mortal Kombat 2, where Forden's head would appear in the bottom right corner of the screen and shout "Toasty" in a falsetto, then an uppercut when an uppercut was performed.
Or he says Hoppy too, sometimes maybe.
Nope. He does not.
Maybe Hoppy.
Mr. Ryan Clark. See, that's okay. Kev's with me. I thought it was Whoopsie for decades.
It could have been mine. Whoopsie too.
Just in case, if you're feeling froggy, hop on. Because if you're feeling hoppy, Mr. Geeky.
Back with those like the early games.
Oh shit! Hold on.
It was.
It's neat.
Gigawatt
thing going on.
Or Gigawatt.
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 Gigawatt. Right? Gigawatt or Gigawatt?
That's okay. All I can hear is
hard G.
Who is it? Oh God, what's his name? Oh no.
You're saying the dog? Dog's name?
No. I'm trying to think of an actor, and now I'm blanking on his name. He was in Harry and the Hendersons and Third Rock from the Sun.
John Lithgow.
There we go.
Yeah.
My God. Like when he does the "I'm gorgeous." Like I was just listening to an interview with him the other day, and I forgot how many fucking movies I love that dude in. And also it made me really want to rewatch Third Rock from the Sun. Because that also had James Curtin in it.
He was in Dexter, the show Dexter too, if you ever watched that.
As a creepy motherfucker. He was Winston Churchill in The Crown.
Yeah.
Figure that out. But boom.
He had a lot of range. I say as if he's
still alive.
I know. I just corrected it. It wasn't intended to be as if like he'll be missed type of thing. He is still in quite a bit. And is
weird.
Awesome.
So scope this out. This is a first for me. I don't own any Hono figures. So you have to pop that out, then pop that out, and then throw it over there. That definitely turned on my heat gun.
I've been muted like this whole time.
Yeah, I was wondering. I was like, maybe he's opening something loud.
No one tells me. No, no one tells me these things. I was saying toasty. I was saying the whole thing. I was chatting
Happy?
away.
I know. I was.
And then I just screamed when you dropped that
wow.
box.
So that whole thing is
gorgeous.
the instructions. Oh, there goes the hat. Going to put that over there for right now. And I'm honestly going to take this off because I totally destroyed this box by accident. Damn it.
Oh, no.
One fall. That's why I don't like the flaps.
Oh, it all popped out.
Yeah, and then it has, well, it ripped. But then it has this base that you can actually, it comes, you have to cut up. Boo, you have to cut up the box.
Oh.
To do the insert. Don't like that.
No.
I mean, I don't think I'd use that base anyways.
You kind of have to now anyway, but.
I mean, maybe. I don't know. We'll find out.
Does it have
I like that
in the box
unboxing.
too?
That's a nice experience.
So there is.
Yeah.
Nice.
Figure. Whether you feel toasty, whoopsie, hoppy, or feeling high like Garfield, click that like button. Thank you, Epic Badger. I appreciate you, bud. Oh man.
Beep, 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 beep,
Oh,
beep.
there is a stench. Oh.
Sorry.
God damn it, Keith. That is.
I'm in the other.
I believe in Jeopardy that would be called a potent potable. Oh. Okay. All good, Kev. All good. So real quick,
he's out. This guy's always reminded me of Connery. He's struck me as a Sean Connery look. Do you see that or not?
Toy high.
If you ever want to know why I have a horrible Sean Connery impersonation, look up Craig Ferguson doing a Sean Connery impersonation. Because no matter, like, I have watched most of Mr. Connery's filmography over the years, and all I think of when I think of Sean Connery is a stupid Craig Ferguson bit that I absolutely love. Oh, he looks like one of the Klingons from Star Trek 6. Yeah.
Huh.
New toy high, a little bit.
Could see that a little bit. Like,
did you see the animated interview with Gary Oldman when they're asking if they put farts in his roles, if it would have been better for him, and he was dying laughing.
I like when people can appreciate that shit. So, wow, this is a complete fabric suit.
Oh, okay.
All the way up into the head.
Nice.
Plop. Oh, wow.
Okay. Kind of looks like a Mego figure.
It does, but it don't feel like one.
No, I know it doesn't feel like one, but it.
Although I gotta do the eyes.
Is it like?
The eyes are just magnetic.
That's correct.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw in the bag that there were more, or the box there were more eyes. I assumed that they would snap on magnetically. The Hot Toys does that. So.
Ooh. So.
Oh, you got to go with the big eyes. You got get rid of that stupid half circle. Get the big McFarlane eyes on there.
Is it seamless, the fabric, or is it?
It has a seam on the back, but it's not nearly as. I was hesitant because I didn't know what it was going to be.
I agree, Brian. Soft goods, I'm still not sold on soft goods on a big.
But I mean, you can't like they did a real nice, like it's almost like a Henson scene, like it's really well hidden.
But even that, like you lose the shininess, the symbioteness of it in a fabric suit. But if the alternative is if you try to do a vinyl piece like on the Iron Spider, that's more susceptible to tearing over time.
But like, whoa. Like, you have them diving for a swing or something.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
what
also
kind of accessories. Let's see the webs and stuff.
Plus, you get hot.
It's a bendy.
Those don't bend though. Is it bendy?
Yeah.
Stole my work.
He has a long and he has a short.
I dig.
Oh, sick! And because it's the symbiote,
it goes in the hand. Yeah, in the top of the hand, as it should.
Oh, that's cool.
And that's
in there.
That's on there.
Did you kiss him? What was that?
I was blowing up. There was some dog hair.
Mwah, mwah. Oh, that Stormy
like,
gets
that's
into
cool.
everything. That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like again though, like I mean that's the only seam back there.
I can't even see that on
That's
the camera. I can't see that.
It's like some
at all.
Henson shit.
It's totally. You can't see it at all. Totally.
This fabric definitely like eats light, which is great. Like
it's Vanta black.
He's kind of like, not gonna lie, dude. Like I'm kind of stoked about that. Also, silly accessory, but I am really excited for it. Boom.
Oh, nice.
Oh, the backpack. Yeah.
And it's
Somebody
like
asked me to make one of those. I was like, I don't think so.
Let's see what hands he got.
This is fun.
Ooh, he has wall crawl. Ooh, he has like really wall crawly hands. Like scope that.
Oh yeah. The fingertips are bent. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
He has those for both hands, and then he has.
I can't do that. My fingers don't do that.
My personal favorites. The just like splayed out hands.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what? Oh no, Dave! Don't tell Spidey, but Shocker just killed MJ. Shocker! I love that show. That was the only thing that I was really, because I knew this was coming, but the Mondo black costume Spidey, I was really bummed that I missed the exclusive because it comes with a crushed Shocker gauntlet, and I'm just like, that rules.
That's pretty cool.
I saw someone.
I would love that Mondo Venom, but that is out of my budget.
It's so good.
I know. You gotta tell me.
Do you want me to bring it on screen so I can play?
No, I don't want to be reminded of how cool it is. Thank you,
dude. Like, but look at the. I mean, I'm not saying look at the ass, but like, look at the
cushy, the
form of it.
Calf muscles. Yeah, it's pretty dope.
Like, just.
Yeah, it's like dive mode. That's cool.
Yeah. Forget Craven. I've been waiting for them to make a Callisto figure forever.
Right.
I want Callisto in the worst way.
I made a custom
Morlock
a long
Callisto?
time ago.
Is that what you
and it's Oh,
we
dude, this rules. Like the fact that you can just
Morlock Callisto?
No. Evil Lady Craven Callisto.
Wait, I couldn't. You guys,
in Craven's Last Hunt, the comic in Torment, right? That was Callisto was like Craven's like side piece.
Okay, all right.
Well, and then she got like crazy.
Yeah.
Like I love the look when she's all like decked out. Like that's so fucking cool.
That's what I want. That is really cool. You haven't
so
too much
comes with 6 hands, a stand, the backpack, which I might try the backpack on. The funny thing is, like, I'm looking at the backpack and I'm just like, I wonder if I could put that on any of my other Spider-Mans, because you know what, I could. And I'm kind of excited about that.
So
there we go. Oh, that's so cool. He's running away from Craven to get the gun.
That's awesome.
I love toys.
I always look forward to the comics.
People tell me that like 1/6 scale stuff isn't worth doing it. I'm like, fuck off. Like this rules.
Is Fury Toys isn't the one that is stopping here, right? Or is that there's some
Fury? No, Fury's still going.
Okay,
because Fury has the Master Wang, the armored version of Master Wang coming out too. Iodine, yes, I do have a Transformers sign, and I do have Autobots and Decepticons.
Isn't Callisto a luchador? No, that's Samurai Del Sol, my homeboy. But yes, formerly Callisto in WWE, now back to his indie moniker of Samurai.
This is the best part of this Electro figure are these friggin' lightning bolts. I'm going to use these on
nice,
Blanca. Dang. I'm going to put them on Blanca. Forget
and
her.
The cool thing, I will say the real neat thing about those lightning bolt effects is they actually have ports that you can connect. Oh, Jesus. That they can port onto her
horror movie figure.
Yeah.
It looks like something like Ghoulies or something.
It kind of it reminds me of Lobo a bit too. Do you see that?
I could see that.
I see a little Lobo in that. I'm sorry, what were you saying, Dave, about these pieces?
Oh, they actually have like loops that go around her wrist.
Oh yeah,
and her ankle. Yeah. So they end up porting on really nicely.
Yeah, that's pretty neat. Oh yeah, maybe I'll put them on her feet. That's fun.
That is how I have mine currently. Is I have her flying on the side of my villain's display. Oh, Ryan Clark is asking, Damien, what do you have for Punisher signs currently?
So I have the skull, and then I also have the Punisher. I mean, I can go get him. Give me a second.
Can I just for the record, I'd also like to say I would like the Morlocks Callisto as well.
They made a Morlocks Callisto
recently
she was a part of that Wolverine 5-pack.
Oh, but not last year. Sorry, say that one more time. Not
came out last year.
Do you think we'll get a single release of that character?
No. She is not that in demand, unfortunately.
Well, I mean, if they're going to do the rest of the Morlocks at some point, I mean, they're doing Marrow now.
Technically, they've done 3 because they did Caliban, they did Callisto, and they've done Marrow, and then I would love to see Leech, but
and Artie, right? I mean,
Artie and Leech as a 2-pack would be dope.
Yeah. But like that's the thing. If once they start with those kind of side waves, right? It's an easier sell because you get the complete. You gotta get them up,
dude. Damien.
Yeah, that's sick.
Like I had him standing on my desk like this, just like.
Yeah. That's a figure I would just keep on my desk, and I'd pose him every other day. Like I would just find a new pose for him.
Well, and like I will actually be right back because I want to grab my custom. I want to grab my custom red and blue suit that I have in the other room. Give me a second.
Oh boy, here we go.
Dude, this is a chunky figure.
Yeah, he's big. Great. That's the thing. They're chunky. Their articulation isn't great, but what they make up for it in detail and just coolness.
Oh yeah, I mean the sculpt is fantastic. I think this is Yang, I think, right? And there's Yin also.
Yin and Yang, yeah.
And Yin is like, this is the smaller of the boxes, right?
Yeah, that's crazy.
And this guy is just like, what? Yeah. He's a big dude.
What were they, like 70 each or something, or 80?
Maybe.
This is an oldie but goodie.
I already got it's like 2 years ago or a year and a half ago, I think, was when they
pre-ordered them. Yeah, that's a good Spidey.
So this is the 12-inch Marvel Legends that I put a cloth suit on.
Ah, that's why.
So the cool thing is, though,
shit. Like that's is that the Icons? Is that the Icons 12-inch or?
No, this is the 12-inch Marvel Legends. The one that came out.
I forgot they made those. Yes, I forgot about those. Yes.
But yeah, I tailored the suit down to fit on this body. It's the Metacom RAH body, and like all in all, it fits really well. Like it took a little bit of work, and it bunches up a little bit because of the web wings, but it collects dust like a motherfucker. But
oh yeah, those cloth suits sure do.
But like, check that out.
That's nice next to each other. That works really nice. So that the black one's a 12-incher?
Yep.
He's a 1/6 scale. Nice.
I forgot how I love this Spidey because this was one of those customs that came about because my Metacom RAH Spidey, quite literally the body just shattered on me. Like it just fell apart and crumbled. And so I was like, oh my God, I need to try and fix this. So I took the suit off. And when I took the suit off, I was like, oh God, this body is garbage. So I ended up seeing if it fit on here, and it was weird because it's really tight in the waist and then up at the shoulders because they were so like McFarlane proportioned. It looked completely different. So I was like, oh, okay. but there will be photos taken with these.
I don't think I'm doing this right, but that's for a future Damien issue.
I have no. I assume I'm supposed to take off the stuff to put this on. Maybe.
I guess so.
I don't know if it's just like supposed to be another layer. I'm not.
Yeah, like you gotta take the hands off, obviously.
Do you?
It was for him.
Yeah,
totally
you should always take the hands off. It makes the sleeves going on a lot easier.
Well, it's just less to.
Or you're like me and you just are like, it doesn't go on
it's
right
like
away.
Trying to put your jacket on your child when your child is going like this, and you're trying to get the hands through, or they're trying to put gloves on, you know. But when you're putting their jacket on, their sweat jacket, and they're doing like this, and then they're like, I can't put my hand. They're like, make a goddamn fist.
Yeah, those are days that don't go in jackets.
Like, screw it, freeze. I don't give a shit.
That's good problem solving. I'm not. Yeah, no, it's
she's cool.
Well, yeah, I get when it comes to the figures. I'm like, if it, I don't know. I usually like hand it off to like one of my kids later.
Face on
like,
her
hey,
is
figure this
crazy
out and
good.
Right? Look at it.
I mean, she's got gums. You can't even focus on that. Like, it's crazy. Like, she's got eye shine. Like, she's got like, you can see like the lashes and the iris.
I was telling you, man, like legit, that was my sleeper favorite of the wave.
Face
like,
is so good.
It's really fucking good.
The teeth, every single tooth, man. It's amazing how they can do this with just a rubber stamp, you know? Like, that's nuts.
I mean, to be fair, it's also come quite a ways since it was just the bloop. Like, and we're done. I mean, now it's essentially a laser printer.
Off to put on their jacket. That's what I was alluding to, actually. It's like, it'd be nice if you could just take their hands off.
I remember, kid. Thumb in the thumb hole, fingers all together. This is the song we sing in mitten weather.
Yeah, mittens. Try doing that with gloves.
Yeah, I'm not doing that with my 2-year-old Damien.
Finger hole.
He has a hard enough time getting one thumb in one thumb hole.
I know.
Oh, I should have the Electro showing up in a couple days. Been looking forward to it. Hell yeah. That was really that's cool. Look at those panda toes. Oh, they're removed.
Oh, he's got little shoes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's little sandals.
You don't want him walking barefoot.
They're big sandals. But yeah.
He got slippers.
Yeah.
He got house shoes.
I passed on them because I felt like they were just too chunky, but now I really want them because I have all the other Fury Planet figures.
They're really good.
I
mean, they look really good. I watched a couple of videos.
That's what you were saying before when you went to go get the other Spidey. It was, their articulation is not great, but they make up for it in detail and looking awesome.
Oh, dude, no
Panda
doubt.
and Crocs, that's hilarious.
I mean, and Memory Toys is no slouch in it either. That was part of why when I saw the other one, I was like, this is gonna be sick. Like, this is gonna be a really dope figure too. And it at the end of the day, it was half the price because I wasn't buying two, which is helpful. Oh, Forba Fett says a buddy of mine today found the Electro Marvel Legends on clearance for $10 at Walmart. Her and Spider Boy. Damn.
Oh crap.
That's cool. The sometimes Walmart clearance makes no sense. Walmart clearance never makes sense.
No.
But that's okay. What is happening here? Sorry, I have my messages up so that just in case VONNER messages back. God damn, hold on.
Yeah.
These
the different.
Is that for a cigarette or saying peace?
Like a little bit from column A, a little from column B.
It's like right before a strike, maybe.
Or a shocker?
Yeah,
Panda shocker?
The shocker.
No, can't do that on screen.
With the tongue? Does he have a tongue?
Got this for our
Ralph Vader guy. Ordered the G.I. Joe Snake Eyes after the app debacle. Never seen so many loops to jump through it. That sounds about right. Mm-hmm. Oh, G.I. Joe Snake.
In case you missed tonight's episode, that'll just be the picture of
the Three Stooges eye poke point. Poke me in the eye, Three Stooges.
I'm curly.
You never know. The topics we'll get into.
Oh man, no, you're Larry.
No, I'm Larry.
I'll be the Shemp.
Shemp was the worst of them all. Nobody liked Shemp.
Shemp was.
Hey! I like Shemp.
No,
I like
nobody
Shemp
likes
because Shemp was the one dude that always cracked me the fuck up because his bits were all like the dry humor. Like
I never found Shemp funny. I mean, he does all the face stuff, but so does Curly. But like Shemp's, I don't know. I never cared for Shemp, and I know he was before Curly.
So Geeky, did you get both, or did
Yeah.
you get one?
Yeah, he's got yin and yang.
Yeah, I got yin and yang. I needed to make a little.
He looks
room
just like
before-
a sad panda. He's just so.
I mean,
okay.
He is Damien.
He's like he's the less vicious of the two, right? He's the opposite.
He's the healer.
These herbs.
It's meant to be the duality, right? So like Yang is the wrath of the bunch.
Yeah. Well, it's the healer and the warrior.
I guess if you put it that way. Yeah.
Again, love him, but I was very grateful to be like, okay, one to embody them all.
He's got good torso.
These bad boys too. Here, these
dude, the range on that thing is insane.
These are almost like human size.
I wish she had a. That's the thing. They give them the waist articulation, but they don't give them any hip turn. They don't give them a cut. At the hip, the torso.
It's just locked in. When you only buy Yang, it makes him a sad pain. I am actually trying to find, because for some odd reason the 5K Toys website just keeps on reloading. So I'm like, I just want to see. I like that his name is Wu Ching Li.
Wu Tang Li.
Hey man, Wu Ching Li.
For the children.
All right. Also, every time I see it on AliExpress, he's labeled as Panda Man, and I'm trying to remember the song, but Ocean Man is the only thing that I can think of.
Ocean Man.
Oh, Panda Man. Eaten by the real.
Cool. That lion, I can't wait for that lion, dude.
Dude. Oh God.
Yeah. What I love. Yeah.
The back page, like the third from the back page, they showed the next lineup.
Oh, you already read it, or did you just see it?
No, I'm watching you flip it. I don't have these.
Maybe.
Oh, is this the lineup?
No. Keep going.
Backwards.
This. More. There you go.
Dang. Yeah, that's a fun. That's a fun.
Yeah.
Line.
And the page before that too had the lion.
Oh,
maybe.
Well, is this? Was this a tiger? It's a tiger, right?
The hyena.
Okay. Yeah.
That's the page.
Man.
That's the page. Yeah. That's where I saw. I know.
There's this is gonna be no money in my wallet.
So good. Yeah.
These look great.
But like the cool thing is like this, like that line specifically.
Dragon dude. You see the dragon dude?
Oh no.
Oh, got wrong button. Hold on.
Wrong.
Sorry. There we go.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That clearly is like probably coming too soon because this looks like it's a turnaround.
That's a lot of skipped meals, Geeky. That's cool. Yeah, I'm gonna need those.
A lot of sandwiches right there.
Ramen noodles. Forget sandwiches. You can afford bread.
Sandwiches and go, bro. Did either of you ever collect? I think I might be the only 1/6 dude here, but there's an awesome studio called JT Studios. Jay Sang is the guy who founded it, and like I was a day one dude with JG Studios. Like I have the Monkey King, and I had Pigby and Shamunk. And like this was when he was still like casting in his garage and shit like that. And now he's produced, like he did that Turtles line of like urban figures. And he's just been producing some of the coolest shit. And it's one of those things of like Fury or whatever the hell it's called hits me like that. Like it's just like, oh, these are really cool figures. Like they're just like you could collect that and nothing else and have like a really fun collection.
You really could.
Like
that could be your one collection.
JT Studios is now like more on the side of things, but
a lot of times that's how I'm looking at it. Like is just how are these going to fit in with like the anthropomorphic stuff that I have.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And the answer is well. so it's like, to me, I'm not like specifically it only has to be, you know, of one thing, right? It's like anybody who's putting out really awesome stuff is and it fits in with it. It's like, yeah, that's going up on the shelf.
Yeah.
I think I would have liked an angry, like a
Toys
screaming
Tiger
face for her.
Right? It's so
I think I would
good.
have liked like a screaming face, so like an open mouth, like
Jamie Lynn, I am pulling it up right now because I think I have, but I don't remember. Holy poop. Okay, hold on. That's it. Hold on. Okay. It's so good.
It's really good. The effects are good.
This is the Tiger Vanguard from Medi Toys.
Oh yeah. Isn't that cool? It's a gorgeous figure.
What is that?
The Medi Toys Adventure World Tiger Vanguard, Jin Shang-gun.
All right, $20 for the pre-order. What is the overall cost? Because I'll be going to 5K. Dude, my dragon fund is diminishing every day.
Oh God, he uses the frog like a web shooter.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh no,
he's got him with the Panda. Yeah.
Look at that. Oh God, I'm so excited for that.
My dragon fund is diminishing day by day. It's really.
So it's $20 full price, $105.
All right.
Oof.
So it's 85 when it's ready to
quarter
go.
4 of the. So it doesn't come out till the end of the year.
That means Q2 next year.
Yeah, probably. Right?
He's like, right? That's a frog.
Oh, what up, Brandon? How's it going, man? Hey, dude, happy tuning tonight for Grippin' and Rippin'. Can't wait for you guys to open the new Mondo Super Shredder. Dude, friggin' fire. Also, Brandon, dude, I got to get you back on here, man. It's been too long. I know we've talked a couple times, but doors always open, my friend. Maybe we do a sculpting.
Now.
Yeah.
Right now.
I mean, I could shoot you a link if you want, but I'm good on tigers. I bought like 9 of those Tiger Stripe Smart Series Velociraptors from them. That's a very different type of tiger. Dude, yeah. Mr. Jack absolutely killed that Super Shredder. It is ridiculous.
Super Shredder is
gorgeous.
Chewy.
Cool. Vonner just shot me a message. He will be on in a second.
Sweet.
What up, Chewy?
Chewy just came off the Sentinel stream. They had a little cross-stream goodness.
Yeah, I was on there for. Well, I wasn't on there. I was in the chat for a bit.
Yeah, then Cheney jumped in. It was a love fest.
Is
nicely done, Pender.
Ooh, there you go. Yeah, I gotta. You know what? I'm thinking of. I gotta put up my other barbarian. I'm gonna sell that bad.
I was gonna say. I thought it was on Big Bad too.
Which one? The Tiger? It is.
Tiger.
It says 134 for the Tiger on BBTS.
Through 5K, it was 90 something. Is it?
105.
Oh, okay. All right. That's.
It's still cool.
It's so cool.
The weird.
It's like the 2 Rons, right?
I kept on like this is my logic with those lines is because I have to put them somewhere in the studio. Is I'm like. I have that Swordmaster Wang, and I use him as Tiger Claw in my Super 7 display because it scales really well with those figures. And then, like that's where Crocker is as Leatherhead because I wasn't a fan of the Super 7 Leatherhead.
I'm very close to putting my Crocker up with my turtles just because it kind of would fit as a movie turtle Crocker version.
It's really good. So. My Psycho Butt found a cheap second version with the money vest. And I use that as the 2012 Crocker or Leatherhead up in my 2012 display. So he's big. He's real big. Also, that 2012 Neckline. Fuck.
Yeah.
That is a big thing that I'm doing this weekend. Is I am tearing apart a chunk of the turtle wall over here, and I'm rebuilding a couple things that there are some decisions being made. Some that
for your sign.
What?
Save room for your sign. You got your 20.
Oh yeah, no, trust me. I already got place for that. That's already picked out. It's just I am doing the thing of I have like one, two, three, four cubes that I need to just empty the crap out of and like reconfigure and actually put in place. Oh, you ripped off his head.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I mean
no.
it came off. It comes back on.
Oh, I was like, oh no.
I was more just showing it for like this wicker basket on the back because it's almost like it's like a storage shell.
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah.
You
Like,
put all your accessories in there. That's awesome.
It's a lot of extra space in there.
I do love some accessory storage on a figure. That is that okay. So
who actually wants a smiling Piccolo? Nobody wants a smiling Piccolo.
That's
Piccolo
not
doesn't
smiling.
smile.
That's smirking. That's his.
Yeah, nobody wants that. This is the one everybody wants.
His pooping face.
Special beam cannon.
Oh, Mixie says, Damien, I saw the sign. It opened up my eyes. Oh boy.
Nothing's gonna drag you up to get into the light where you belong. Matthew also coming off of their streams.
Welcome.
So Matthew.
Okay. I know this is the other Machu, but I've been doing the legendary custom swap project. So the funny thing is I have to like complete the majority of the build of that before I go down to Omaha next weekend for a show, because after Omaha it's like a boom 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 of shows and shit. I'm like, oh no, I'm basically booked up through the deadline for this. I'm like, okay, I have all the parts now. I just gotta assemble and then get to paint.
I give a lot of props to that legendary swap. I applied to do that because I thought it would kick my ass in gear to like do a custom. And it's like, show us the last 5 customs you've done. And I was like, whoa, it's an application. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I am not on that level. Thank you.
I had the worst possible luck. And granted, I think it was the post office on my side, because I used to go to a different post office and I had packages getting lost all the fucking time. But I had one that I had to ship overseas to England, and I shipped it, and it said that it entered the country, and then tracking just stopped on it. So I was like, and so nothing moved for a while. So I ended up remaking the custom and shipping another one out.
No.
And then the other one was never found. Was going to Brazil. No,
did they get both the figures, or is it
no? Only one ever showed up. But it was 2 internationals back to back. I was like, God dang it! Like I don't mind shipping internationally, but when I was having all those troubles, I was like, oh, God, it's just such a nightmare. So I've made some really fun stuff. I've also received some really cool stuff. That Customs by Machu Robin lives prominently over on my Batman in front of my Batman books. So oh my God, Draven Arts with the Raph of the Wasteland. That literally is the only turtle that's in the it's in the room. Like I call it the movie room. It's the downstairs living room area that's right over there, and I have it on its like own shelf with my custom Donnie, just because I'm just like, yeah, that's nice.
Dude,
like
that's it's a big bar.
Oh yeah, I mean, like looking at that, I mean, if NECA ever were to try it, I don't think they could hit it, to be quite honest, because he gave me 6 different heads for that. Which also, on a really cool note, Draven Arts also made those available for a charity stream. Our charity streamer was like, it was something, he made the file available for download for charity, which was great. And I felt a little bad because he was like, "Hey man, are you cool with that?" I'm like, "Yeah, fuck yeah, go for it, man! Like, let's go!" Like, so I always kind of razz Tony because I'm like, Tony, you had your shot, man. You had your shot. Like, you could have gotten that. But what is pinging me? Something's pinging me. Hold on. What's happening here? It's so good.
Piccolo.
Yeah. Hold on. Look at the size of that thing. Yeah. Has there been a date announced for Target Haulathon yet? I've heard a few dates in March.
It doesn't matter. You're not going to find anything on the shelf anyway.
Yeah.
This is like, gotta reinforce the shelf here. These things I could lift these as just weights.
Yeah. They're used as weapons, definitely.
These are massive. These are great.
Put a pillow underneath.
Ebony and ivory.
We'll break your toes in harmony.
Nice.
Man, that was one of the dumbest gags I think I ever did, but it was me. It was me, Rashad, Sanford Green, and a bunch of other comic dorks at karaoke one time, and we did Ebony and Ivory.
Oh God!
And there was like 4 white dudes and 4 black dudes, and we were just belting for the stars, and it was great. Like, oh my God! And of course, if I remember correctly, I think Lowe, who worked for the department or was like the head of the department, he came up. He's like, we're gonna be singing Ebony and Ivory. I'm Ebony. I'm like, God damn it. And so it went.
Reverse the roles.
Yeah, it was dumb. Hey, would you want? Ryan Thomas says, "Hey, would you want a shipping container for your next charity?" Ryan Thomas, yes, I would.
My initial thought was like, "Holy shit, you need that many? You need a shipping container?" And then I remembered he makes Dias, and it's a Dia shipping container. I was like, "Oh yeah, it's badass."
Ryan, let's shoot for the next mini marathon though, because the mini marathon is this Friday. Which, by the way, holy shit, the mini marathon is this Friday, folks. Again, 4 hours. Nuggets of Doom. Giveaways, raffles. I'm doing some exclusive limited art tiers for donations. So I think I'm gonna do $75. I'll do a sketch cover, full color sketch cover for you, but I'm only putting up 5 of those. Patreon members get early access to that tomorrow. So yeah, it's gonna be a fun one. So got a big bar to step up over from last year, because sweet Jesus. I think by the end of the first mini marathon last year, we were at $1,000. So it was, it's the bar is high. Ryan Thomas says, "Oh shit, I have one, but it's not painted, and unfortunately for someone else." Ryan Thomas, like I said, we'll shoot for the next one. You got 3 months. Oh shit, look at that fish.
Yeah, I think is this a koi? What is this? I don't know.
I think it might. Usually, I think maybe it's supposed to be.
I don't know.
It's shiny. Hold on.
That's fun. Can you see it or not?
Yes. Hold on.
And then this came. This. This was like the side pack that came with it. That
I accidentally clicked on the StreamYard link, so it pulled me back into the stream again, and so there was an echo on my bad.
Hello.
She says that is a fish. Shaggy, it says #COJ provides. Indeed. I'm very, very excited for the marathon or the mini marathon. It's gonna be wild.
I'm trying to remember the song that the bass.
Just keep going. I'm just gonna leave you that fish.
I don't remember the words. I had one like back in the day when those were like
talking Billy Bass. Billy Bass. That's what it's called.
And then I think
I
got so
sure. I still have Billy Bass mounted on the wall up at the shacks. "Take Me to the River" is one of my 2-year-old son's favorite songs because he sings along with it. The "Take me to the river," like it has the stupid like this.
It has like 4 or 5 of them, and he's got them wired with an Arduino so that like when it plays different songs, the backup singers sing different parts and everything.
Oh, fun!
I may have looked into how to do that, and that was too.
He has it hooked up to the Alexa, and he's like, "Alexa, play, I don't know, Lady Gaga," and it's like it turns up. It's like, "Here's Lady Gaga on Amazon Music."
I think my favorite was Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yes, that's a good one.
Ryan Thomas, it does still work. It takes like 4D batteries to operate that thing, but it's amazing. Speaking, man, that's a hell of a segue. Let's see. I don't know if his camera's working, but hey, Mr. Vonner. Whoa! Oh no!
The Vonner has appeared. He's spinning.
Spin.
There we go.
Hey, Mr. Vonner.
Hey, boy.
Yo, hey, what's happening? Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, you're good, man.
Not worthy. We're not worthy.
Thank you so much. I'm sorry. I apologize so much for coming in late.
You're good.
I'm sorry, man.
You got a life, man. It's all good. And hey, the door is always open, boss.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
But real quick, since we got about a half hour, but you got some exciting news. You got something big coming up. I want you to be able to plug your new podcast, plug everything real quick while you're fresh on it, man.
Wow, it's so much. Well, first of all, thank you guys so much for. I always love like chatting with you guys, so this is cool. As far as podcasts go, I'll be moderating the new podcast for Astra, the American Toy Specialty Toy Association of America, and we'll be having some really good conversations with the members and everything. On a wide range of topics with some really really good industry peers and industry leaders, friends of mine. And we'll talk about not only just toys in the toy business, but also inclusion and community, and basically how we can all move forward together. I mean, we're all in these crazy times right now. So it's either we could sit back and kind of complain and point the finger and all that, but for me, I always like finding the solution to the problem. And I think that basically toy development is just that every day. Like, there's a particular fire that happens, and you gotta, put out the fire. You gotta find a solution to the problem. So, this is, a really good podcast. A lot of people in the industry that have a lot of talent, a lot of experience, and is willing to share. So like we have that. So that's going to be really cool. It's going to be starting soon. And I'm also will be guest of honor down at Toylanta, which is going to be super, super fun, coming up at the end of March.
Next weekend, dude.
Next weekend.
Wow, it's crazy, right?
Yeah.
Listen,
next weekend.
And this kind of explains why I'm a little bit late, because I'm always burning the candle at every part, So I have decided, I did decide to take a little bit of a nap before I came on, and I had my alarm come on my phone, and I was like, I did the snooze thing. I did the snooze thing, went back to sleep, and I Marty McFlyed it. So.
Dude, I'm glad you made it. The door is always open, dude. It's always a pleasure to have you on here and have a conversation. But
I gotta say, I have to say this. I have to say this, and this is along with Toylanta, that I'll be not only guest of honor there, but debuting, and revealing a lot of cool stuff down there from iFrog Entertainment's Bandito and the Brutal Realm, with Realm Toys and Brutal Realm. I'll be announcing that I'm working with another set of guys. I'll be also revealing some cool things with Odious, Unparalleled Universes Odious. And in all of that is really about the independent toy creator. Like I believe now more so than ever before, like we really have the means to circle our wagons, whether you're a photographer, whether you're a customizer, just a casual collector, or you're an artist, you're a digital artist, you're an animator, whatever skill you have right now, instead of complaining about what's going on, particularly like with AI, whatever, then let's all get together. Let's hire some animators. Let's hire some traditional sculptors. Let's actually, let's stop being so dependent on trying to get a job somewhere and have this fear about that we're going to lose, our jobs to the computers, which I don't ever think is going to happen, but let's actually put our minds, our talent, our passions together and support each other, really support each other. If you have a friend that, invest in real estate and know that game, let's find a way to collaborate. If you have, if you know some other investors or whatever, but they're into different things, let's put a packet together and pitch it to them so we can convince them to get on board. If there's someone who has some manufacturing experience, let's figure out how we can actually get some true manufacturing, here in local areas. Let's start building up. We have the means now. So I just got to say this because it's on my heart. I get so tired. I'm just so tired of people complaining about where we are right now. And it's like, yo, especially in the toy game, in this independent business, let's all get together and put our collective minds, hearts, and bodies together and do things that we could support each other with.
Hell yeah. Oh, there we go. Brandon Gash. Shout out to my big bro VONNER. Great to see you always pushing me on the road and driving forward to the future.
Yeah, man. Brandon, I love you, man. And Brandon is a success story. You know, he ran up to me at Designer Con a few years ago. You know, and he showed me his stuff. He was a fan, and I'm like, yo, man, if I have something going on, you know, let's do it. And we started off with a couple small projects. I wound up, you know, using him as a sculptor for when I was working with the Nacelle company, building up their toy department and everything. And people like Brandon, you know, you have to give them a shot. And now look at him. You know, look at Brandon now. You know, just from a door that was open for me, and then I happen to have opened a door for him. Now he's doing stuff with Mondo. He's kicking ass and all that.
I feel like that's the beauty of the industry when it's working like it should, though. I mean, like, again, I'm newer to the toy industry as far as a designer and stuff like that goes, but like I come from the comics industry, and legit, my first foot in the door was talking to an editor and then singing "Fat Bottom Girls" by Queen with him, and I got 6 pages for the Spectre. Like that was like, that was the, you know, it was that weird, it was the happenstance moment of, okay, you know, could this happen? Is this something that can, you know, lift you up? And it was, yeah.
Well, also look at the platform that you have, right? These platforms like this, man, like it's a reason why you're around, but also they penetrate very, very, you know, deeply and widely. And we have to start using our collective network to our benefit. You know, like I heard that there was a bunch of layoffs at Hasbro and Mattel and all that, and I went through all that shit, you know, and I'm like, there's so much talent at those companies where they don't need to actually rely on the brands that's there. Like they can there's so much talent at these companies where they can develop a new Slinky or a new Monopoly or a new Hot Wheels car. But they don't, but the companies don't want to invest the time, you know, into that. They just want to go for the sure thing. And it's like I'm so sick of that. So I'm so down and so happy to lead the charge, if you want to call it that, you know, for independent creators in this whole independent world to actually step up on his own and continue moving, you know, forward strongly.
And I have something I want to tell you after the stream because I can't see the stream quite yet. But B, I think we talked about it on the last marathon stream. It's kind of the indie toy revolution right now, or renaissance, because you see some of these companies putting out product. I mean, them Brutal Boys, you know, they got some product that's coming down.
Bro, and look at them.
Yeah,
these were fans.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. We were fans when we started. You know, and here's another thing.
Damien's rocking the.
I'm wearing the shirt.
Like here's the thing.
You're gonna see this on their table next week. You're gonna see this on their table next week.
See, I'm about to, a tear is about to come down my face. Bro, that is so dope.
They're gonna put their figures on top of it. It's for their table display. So
yeah, man. I love it. I'm glad you showed me that and stopped my rant because I don't want to derail. I don't want to derail the show. I don't want to derail. I got so much on my, like Chuck D said, I got so much trouble on my mind. You know what I'm saying? And it's just been some wild stuff happening in our world. And I just like don't want to pass up the opportunity to be able to speak.
Dude, no, and that's why, you know, I love having you on here because you have the passion, you have the drive. Like, and the thing is that, like, I think, you know, it's the, you know, like a lot of people, you know, I was kind of, you know, a little bit crestfallen a couple months back, and my brain just kind of went shit, and it's like, do what you can. I
think we all.
And bring as many
all of us.
As you can. Yeah.
You know, and I'm 52 years old, right? I've been in the toy industry for, you know, almost 30 years now. And let me tell you, bro, I kind of lived through almost every type of scenario. You know what I'm saying? Like the Desert Storm years,
Yep.
the SARS years, the Y2K years, the damn like so many economic downturns and all this stuff, man, and bankruptcies. Like when I came to Toy Biz, Marvel was bankrupt, bro. You know what I'm saying? And look at what Marvel is now, you know. So it like we've always went through stuff and you know, kind of speaking of Marvel, and I'm sorry, and this is my last rant. This is my last
okay.
rant.
Hold on. We'll make it proper. We'll make it proper.
Okay. You know, it's like we're starting to hear a lot of stuff about Stan Lee, right? You know, how he was treated in the later years and everything. And you know, I had the pleasure of meeting Stan Lee, you know, and that was like a life dream of mine that I never thought would actually come true, but it did. But one of the things about Stan Lee that we all like, some people say is like, you know, screw him. He jerked over like Jack Kirby and all these other artists and stuff like that. But if it hadn't been for Stan Lee, I can honestly say, just from my viewpoint, none of us right now will be doing any of this. We wouldn't be doing any of this and loving this. And this dude, this man, you know, on the writing aside and artist aside, he busted his ass for us, to be able to be taken seriously. You know what I'm saying? For Marvel to be taken seriously. Like, you know, Stan Lee was meeting with studios back in the 60s and 70s, bro. Like busting his ass for Marvel to be recognized for what it is right now. So it's like, man, it's so easy to sling, you know, arrows at a person when they can't defend themselves. But I mean, for me, it's almost sacrilege to be able to disparage that man's name, because we all, I mean, from Todd McFarlane to a whole bunch of Marvel artists, all the way down to the guy buying stuff in the store, we all owe Stan Lee a debt of gratitude for the shit that he endured, that he pushed through, that ultimately he made so many dreams come true just by giving folks that vision or that audio in their head. You know what I'm saying? So I just had to say that. I just had to say that.
There's a it was something that he said a long time ago, because when he came into the industry, comics were a very different thing. And the funny thing is, that's why he went by a pen name. That's why he used Stan Lee instead of his given name.
Stanley Lee,
because in case it ever went south, it wouldn't come back to him.
Right.
And he talked about in later interviews, he said the funny thing is that's become the name that represents who he is.
Yeah.
Because of his time in the industry and what came from that. And you know, as a comic creator, there were discrepancies. There's all this. My brain always goes to, he was also the dude that stuck around for 50 plus years, and what he became a face.
Everybody else is jumping ship, and he stuck it out.
I mean, either jumping ship or die. Like, people don't even know that Disney was a person.
Yeah.
Right. Like, they don't even know that Walt Disney was a man. He was like our Walt Disney. You know, he was the last bastion. I mean, anyone, James Cameron on down, he inspired so much. George Lucas. I mean, we wouldn't have Darth Vader if it wasn't for Dr. Doom.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? There's certain aspects of our life socially, you know, by him, you know, bringing in the social ills of the time into X-Men. You know, there's so many gay people
You're a little
that
biased.
love this stuff that Stan Lee opened the door for, you know, for them to be confident about. What up, brother? What up? So I just had to say that, man, because it's you know.
No, like I had the pleasure of meeting him a couple times over the years, and it was always interesting because there were always stories being told. And then, like, over the years, because I'm a loud jackass, I've been made to MC and moderate panels and stuff with other creators. So like last spring, I got to have a lovely conversation with Jim Starlin up on stage. And we were talking because he was the first art director, and he was telling all these kind of ridiculous, over-the-top stories of Stan. And he goes, the one thing you can never take away from him is that man had the most passion that had ever been seen, and it was
and trickled down. So that's dope. All right, let's talk some toys.
Yeah, man. No, it's been fun. We've been opening up a wide array of stuff this fine evening, from little Jazzwares vault figure.
Wow, dope. Another company I used to work for back in the day.
Yeah.
I've been around. I'm tooting horns tonight. I don't care.
For everybody, VONNER. But something you're definitely more. Yeah, there we go.
Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah.
Right, hold on.
The pandas.
Yeah.
Yin and yang, the two chonky pandas. They're awesome.
And I can feel the weight. You know what I'm saying? It's like.
Well, it's like, this is like, I want to see if I have. I think it's far back. I have Sergeant. I have Gorilla back here.
Oh,
and
dude.
It's like, and it's just like to size, to the scale. Just like, that whole shelf is just collapsing if I put them all on there.
I love it. I love it.
And then, because I'm the weirdo that collects 1/6 scale stuff, but
look at that.
That's the Hono Studios Black Costume Spidey. It's the offshoot of Hot Toys, so they're doing like comic style.
Yeah. I love that, man. It looks like a little like a man underneath there.
Oh yeah, well, and the insane stuff. Oh, I swapped out the hands. He has the fists, and he has a port, so you can put the webs on him. Which is dope. But yeah, plus he comes with the backpack, and I mean,
it's funny too, man. I think what it is about that, what I love about that, actually, like how the black absorbs the light.
Yeah.
That's what we were saying, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't have that sheen to it that makes it look artificial. It looks real. Yeah. Like that's how Black Costume Spider-Man. If he showed up at night, that'd be more freaky than seeing Batman. You know what I'm saying? Because the light is absorbed. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I feel weird showing off his ass, but that's where the seam is. But it doesn't show up on camera because there we go. You can kind of see it.
Oh yeah, right. I mean, it's like a really well done leotard.
Yeah, I mean it's wild. I mean, because if I go like that, gone.
It's gone. Yeah. And that's what we want, man. We want the illusion to we want to fall into the illusion. So that it doesn't break the illusion. That's very dope. That's very cool.
Yeah, very cool.
That's
wait, what is that? What is that? What's down there?
This
Mr. Geek,
he's got that '7s.
Luna in Amok. From the Lunatics from Thundercats. Figure that I've wanted for over 30 years, which is finally
look at that. You finally scratched that itch, baby.
Another really huge figure.
Dude, you're gonna break your shit, man.
I know. I got to figure out where I'm putting all this.
See, let me tell you something. This is why I love consumers like you, because you buy big stuff. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You keep hope alive, baby. You're the reason why this is existing. Keep buying that big stuff.
Yeah. You got to get one of these, Geeky.
Yeah. That's what I wanted to talk about.
I'm gonna need that. Yes, I am.
Need, Geeky. Need a little Thundercats action for your show.
I absolutely love what you're doing, man.
I do need that.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. That means a lot, man.
Like I just love when things come to life. You know what I mean? And like logos and stuff like that, particularly like comic book logos, man, they mean so much to me. And I love just the fact that you're doing that and it's actually turned into like a product, a thing, that we can display. And that is so dope, man. I love that.
Hell yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, it's become a thing. Like you said, it was a joke, not a joke. It was for me. It was for my shelves. And then people wanted it, so it's become a thing now. Like I'm got stuff going on with Skeletron.
See, I love that. See, I bet you were like me when you were a kid. Like anything that was cool, you put on your wall. You know what I mean? Like it couldn't. It didn't matter if it was a traditional poster. You know what I mean? Like I put a comic book on my wall. You know what I mean?
We rip pages out of your magazine.
Yeah.
page out of your magazine, tape it to the wall, you know?
Yeah.
He's looking at his wall right now. He's got that going on right now, I bet. He's like, he's looking over. He's like, yeah.
I remember I had the old Marvel calendar that had like the Joe Jusko art and all that. I took the whole calendar apart and put it all over my wall. You know what I'm saying?
Every page of the calendar,
that. Yeah.
But I think that's
I have calendars that I kept because they'll be relevant again in a number of years, right? So
but also too, like that was your way of peering into the future. You know what I mean? Like you got the way you had those displayed now. Who's to say that those couldn't be like even giant, like wall busters and stuff like that?
Oh, sure.
You know what I mean? And it just complements the collection, and that's what I love.
We peer into the future by our pre-orders.
Yeah.
Our pre-orders peer into the future. Oh, where am I going to be in 2 years? Oh, I'm going to have this figure and that figure in 2 years.
But I think
where
like,
do you see yourself?
You with your stuff like the Brutal Realms, like Fig Stand thing, like that's so damn cool. I mean, we've talked about this at length off stream, but like I think it's fun because you create something that develops like the idea further. Like, like it furthers like that's something that I like. That would be a cool Kickstarter item.
Bro,
the what was it? The Cursed Dead. It's a Kickstarter item, you know. So, you know, if I caught on to Brutal Realm early enough, I would have done that. And I actually got a number of other guys that now are reaching out to me saying, "Hey, I've got a Kickstarter coming out. I love what you're doing. I want you to be a part of the Kickstarter." And dude, that's amazing to me, and I love that.
Bro, I love it. And it looks so theatrical too. Like it looks like a movie logo prop. You know what I mean? And
it's like that. It has such emotion to it where it's like feels like it's like you know, where they come up from the bottom kind of, and it's like almost like a thunder or a
but you know,
because like when you go to the toy shows, right, and then you see this on their shelf, on their table, and they got their figures on top of it, like that just takes it home. You know, I've done this for a lot of indie guys. I did it for Animal Wars: The Kingdom. I did it for Savage Crucible. I did it for Valaverse, you know, for Action Force. So I've done it super action stuff. So all these guys got these things on their tables at the shows, and then they got their stuff up top. And then people are like, damn, that's dope. Where'd you get that? And then send them my way. And then I give them the smaller versions for their shelves, you know?
Bro, and that's what I love. You crack the code to open up a whole new lane. I mean, I'm serious. So like that's the type of stuff that we need to keep going. Like we need to support you to do that, because particularly like with Brutal Realm, you're making this independent line stand next to Back to the Future, like how you have it. It's standing next to these bigger brands, you know, and that's what I love. And it's like Brutal Realm.
It validates.
They do.
It's adding extra layers, right? I mean, that's the thing. That's what's so like phenomenal about this moment is we have so many talented folks who are like working together in tandem to who are all passionate and who are all fans themselves. So it's like
I find myself like straying away from the classic stuff and more so supporting these independent guys, because what a time it is to be a toy designer, right? And a toy maker, that you can take this idea now and you can make the prototypes, you can get the Kickstarter, you can push it through, and then you got a real product on the line, you know? Like I remember when I got my first 3D printer, I printed out a jawbone for my business cards for my shows, right? And I showed my wife, and I weathered it up nice, right? And I showed my wife, she looked at it and she's like, "Did you like dig this up in the backyard? Like what?"
That where
like,
his went?
Yeah, that's where his went. And she just, you know, she looked at it and she said, "You took something that didn't exist in this world and you made it exist. You took just an idea, sculpt a picture, and you made it into a tangible item." And she was like mind boggled about it. And like seeing somebody that's not of our world, right? Not of our industry or whatever you want to call it, seeing, you know, a layman or whatever, saying that is like, you know, it just sends it home, you know, it just makes you realize what a world we're in right now.
Hell yeah. I think that like that for me, that like, again, it was that moment of seeing something like that I worked on all of a sudden in a store. Like I saw a Vampiro in GameStop and I'm like, I fucking drew that. Like I have this dude, he literally sits right here because all of those Campo hits and everything I hand drew,
right?
Scanned them in,
and then you had to do them over, right?
What? Yeah.
Because he got more tattoos, right?
Yeah, he literally, as I was designing these, he redid his entire head of tattoos, so I had to redraw all of them. But
Cool.
again, it's that funny thing of like he sits on my desk right there just because.
That's
like,
dope.
oh, that's really fucking cool. Oh shit! Hold on.
That's really cool.
Yeah. Oh
you
my
know,
gosh.
I passed on those supporting characters, and that's really cool.
This makes me like so incredibly happy. Like just having this in my hands is like, I never would have thought this would have come out to us. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and look at you now. The little kid, that little kid is screaming right now.
Oh yeah. Well, I was just saying before, like I just did, like I got the Claudus, who I have in the background. I just did a deep dive on that character, and it's like, I'm like, this is real now.
Right.
I have this, right?
But I think that's been one of those fun things because it's the opportunity is there. I think because the means are there now. Like before, it was, there are very few people in this world that could go, yeah, I can afford, I can do tooling, I can do this. But now because of guys like you, Dave, like,
yeah,
it's a possibility. You've really, I mean, in many times throughout your career, you've kicked down a lot of fucking doors, but now like you've blown the industry wide open when it comes to that stuff. And I think that's been inspiring as shit. I've told you that a million times over, but it's the thing of seeing the crew from like Brutal Realm, seeing guys like Ricky and the Plunderlings crew, seeing, all these different groups, AWOC, all of those guys, like create and go, hey, you know how we loved these toys growing up? Well, we want to do our own. Like seeing guys like Brandon and guys like Alex, over at Mondo, seeing fans become the industry, become the lifeblood, and more than just buying, more than being an economical backer.
Yeah, look at that. And it's so wild too that
I want to be big.
A lot of us, a lot of guys started out as Marvel Legends fans, right? And it's really a testament to what Jesse Falcon and Damon Nee created when Damon Nee started Spider-Man Classics, and then that segued into Marvel Legends. And Jesse and Damon were the two that did that. You know what I'm saying? And it's amazing to see where that collective, like with those morsels of ideas and that combination of people and the right pitching and doing those late hours and putting in all that stuff, grew to the point where it wasn't just cool for the company, and gathering the champions for the company to be able to stand behind the product. This grew way beyond that to the point where fans have been riding with Marvel Legends for so many years now. Like how many years? Like
20
30 years now.
Yeah, over 20. Yeah.
Right.
Like that was a surreal thing. Actually, when the Cursed Dead Kickstarter was going on, not only did Adam come over and hang out on the stream, which by the way he'll be hanging out next Tuesday, so stay tuned for that. But he brought Phil and Jesse with him, and I'm like, it was that thing, just like the first time I talked to you, I was biting my tongue, going, "Don't say something stupid, don't say something stupid." And by the end of it, I'm like, fucking hey, you guys, you made my damn childhood. I still have half the shit you made, like just chilling out up here.
Right. I remember that. Yeah. You were fanboying totally.
But it was fun to see the passion that they still have, just like you still have after being in this industry for so long. You've created such a
it hasn't dulled your fire.
What?
It hasn't dulled his fire.
No, and that's the thing is like just seeing that energy like carry and then like also spark a whole new generation of toy makers and creators. Like that's fucking amazing. Like
it's
go
passion
ahead,
begets passion, right? So it's it's like we're fueling each other here. By the creativity that we are, like Marvel Legends. I think it's like that helped to dream bigger, right? It helped the idea of being able to see, like, I've never thought to think, like, you know, that we could do all these extra things, right? And it's only spiraled from there and become more and more, you know, of a dream for us, you know, creators and collectors, and you know,
or a goal to aspire to, right? Like man,
right.
like this is so cool that, man, maybe I can do it too. And to the point where, like, you have like, to take it back to Brutal Realm, right? You got two guys that just love collecting toys, right? Just loved it. And at the core of that is Marvel Legends. And now with that passion, you know, and then that tutelage and dissecting it and taking it further, they wind up creating, you know, a toy line that the fans are behind. You know what I mean? Like these aren't two rich dudes that, you know, were born, you know, with parents with money and all that stuff.
Right.
These are two guys like us who are like, yo, this is cool. And they didn't even know each other. They didn't even know each other. All this brought them together.
Well, and actually, so Brutal Realm, the Brutal Boys, just sent over an exclusive premiere. So I have an image pulled up. So
world exclusive.
I know we need like an echo and an air horn.
Best I can do is just sit and look at the insanity of this figure, because that's really fucking cool.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna tell you, like, when they first started the Kickstarter, I was not a fan. Like, I was like, oh, the proportions are just over the top, blah 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 blah. And then the more I watched them, like, on everybody's shows, and I saw the articulation, and I saw everybody that was involved, and Nico and everybody else jumping in there, I was like, all right, I'm in. And that was it. And here we are. Look at that. That's amazing.
Wow, look at that, man. Like look at them. And I mean, look what we're getting. You know, this is one reason why I was taking a nap. These boys got me up around the clock. But you know, but it's like to be, because we all want this to be right. You know what I mean? Because like you said, I wasn't a fan at first, but then, man, it just, you know, it's just started to grow in me, and this is really growing by leaps and bounds. But the fanhoods, you know, with the collective passion, with the whole, you know, mythos of the world, it's just growing, and it's super dope and super fun to be a part of, you know. And but not only that, but we're getting some really dope characters from a new brand that has opened up the doors of conversation. You know, I mean, Chief Model is super dope, and we're getting this type of design, whereas we know what we've been lacking. We're getting,
just a few years ago we weren't getting this. 2-3 years ago we weren't getting this. 2-3 years ago,
right? We weren't getting this.
This kind
of Predator. Yeah, he does. Yeah,
like I think that's again, like, this was something we talked about here on the stream, and actually I think you were here, Vonner, when we were talking about it. But we were talking about the diversity and the inclusion and whatnot in this line alone is fucking wild.
Without it being over the top and hitting you in the face,
but it fits the scheme. And yeah, no, sorry, I keep popping it off because it keeps freezing down here where I'm trying to preview it from, so I don't want it to glitch the stream. But absolutely insane.
I think that one. Yeah. I think that also too, the beauty of what Brutal Realm is doing is ultimately, like, even like, is very diverse, it's very inclusive, without it being like too preachy about it, but it's showing how powerful and beautiful we are as people, because they're not aliens,
representation,
right?
A lot of representation,
right? It's not a blue dude. It's not, you know, some weird person that has like some. Like, it's us.
Agenda. Yeah.
It's us, man. Like
the fans creating and the fans becoming and crossing the line into
right.
You know,
I heard the Chief's name. His first name is actually Tom.
Really nice having Damien on, you guys. Anyways, but yeah. Oh, holy crap! It's already 10 o'clock.
I'm sorry. Now, can we go a little bit further? No, we
Oh
can't.
yeah, no, totally, dude.
Because it's my fault that I was late, so I'm here to make it up.
No, you're good,
I'm
man.
doing makeup work.
No, like I said, that's the beauty of the stream. I'm the guy who controls it all, so you're good. You're good. But again, like I think that's the beautiful thing is like I'm looking like on my shelves even right here and over here, and there's stuff like AWOC. There's stuff like I even have Ectonarch from Chance and the crew over there. Like there's a bunch of these figures that are just they're made by fans for fans, and it's just so fucking cool to see.
Look what you made last night.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, he's hold on.
Oh, you put him away already?
No, he's back. I put him in the display.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You put him away already.
No, he's next. So it's a Black Sad figure.
Yeah.
From,
man. So is that a Constantine body? Did you?
Yeah, Constantine, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but we
had
movie,
by the way,
to take pieces of other things and customs and 3D prints and everything, and you can, if it's not out there, you can make it. That's just crazy.
You can make it.
Dude, because people asked about it yesterday, I had to show it off. This is from Galaxor.
Oh yeah, the Daft Punk things, right?
Yeah, Punk. That's his designer con exclusive.
Yeah, I remember that.
That's really cool. That's really cool.
He lives in my. I have a couple other Galaxor figs, but someone was asking about it yesterday, so had to grab that.
By the way, I missed it earlier. You said you're going to be at Toylanta, but you said you're going to be the guest of honor. You're actually the guest of VONNER.
The one of one, right? Yo, it's gonna be so much fun, man. Like,
I know. I wish I could come.
Hey, man, we're gonna bring it to your face any way possible. I don't care, like, because
and again, the beauty of social media, you don't even have to be there nowadays, man. You Toy Fair, Toy Con, any of these cons, you don't even have to be there. You see all the coverage, and you see all the coverage from 15 different people. Like I was happy when Toy Fair was over because I was like, how many times am I going to see the same person playing with Maximum Spider-Man? Or how am I going to see? How many times I'm going to see this? How many times I'm going to see that? So like after Saturday, I got what I needed, and then it was Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Everybody uploading their content. I was like, God, I'm glad this is over because I was just getting fire hosed.
I was stoked for it mainly because I realized this is the first year in probably 5 years that I don't actually get to go to any toy show because it's a good problem to have. I'm booked on other shows as a comic artist, which is good, but a lot of my life is in toys now, so it's that thing of like, God, crap.
Right.
I gotta go where I can earn some money for the family. So,
but we're gonna bring it to you though, because like one of the cool things
you're gonna get it.
One of the cool things is with our Frog Entertainment. We're doing the Bandito, which is a 1/12 scale vehicle, right? And it's very dope. If you didn't get a chance to get your your Punisher vehicle or your Ghost Rider or John Wick, like this is the chance to get that. But along with the Bandito vehicle, there's Bandito radio. You know what I mean? Like every car has to have a radio station that you're playing your tunes. And with Bandito Radio, we're gonna have the action figure frequency guys there doing interviews and shit, covering the show, in a way that that hasn't really been done before. It's gonna be more, just organic, not only from the perspective of delivering the news, but also making it fun and entertainment and bridging the gap, So yeah, man, this is another fun project that I'm working on.
How's that scale with the Ramen Racer?
It scales exactly with the Ramen Racer. Matter of fact, we can race the Ramen Racer. You know what I'm saying? you can have the Ramen Racer in your collection too. It's like, man, we can build all this
that's
up.
the thing. That's what I was saying before. There's enough out there. Everybody can eat. There doesn't need to be so much competition between some people because there's so many independent things. And, one thing somebody said to me, in fact, it was Jay Shot. He told me one time because somebody asked me if I could make something. And I was like, oh, somebody else already makes it. He's like, anytime you think you're making something that someone else is making, just go walk down the bread aisle because that's everybody's making bread. And it's just flour and water. You know, so you can make the same thing. There's enough for everybody to eat. There's enough for everybody to get something that they want. It doesn't matter the price point. Some people have a good price point. It could be the same price point. It's what's your personal preference. That's what's the beauty about this world we're in right now.
Yeah, I mean, and the competition makes it better. Like I mean, there's a reason why Marvel has been dope over these years, because DC has always pushed them. You know what I'm saying? Or there's a reason why certain sports teams, or all, like, I mean, competition just makes it better. And to me, the fact that we actually have this competition, in the independent toy world, shows how
we win as collectors.
Growing. Yeah, I mean, it's a win for us. As like, hey, man, and Ace is a good friend of mine, so it's like, shit, man, we can buy the ramen racer, we can get the bandito, we can get all that, and we can grow.
I mean, I think that's been the fun thing, though, is I feel like all these independent toy companies really are kind of lighting that fire under some of the big boys now, because they're going, oh shit, like these are guys who don't know what they're doing technically. Like, and they're making product that's blowing us out of the water. It's the what is it, rising tide lifts all boats type thing. You know, like it's bringing everybody up, and it's really creating. It's creating a really damn good time to be a toy dork. Again, there's some crazy unknowns ahead of us, but man, like the adventure that's coming is fucking nuts. Like, just
and also too, because we know how to engage with each other as consumers in a way that a lot of these large companies are still trying to figure out, or like, I mean, let's be honest, man, some of them still don't take collectors seriously. Like, I mean, that's one reason why there isn't really good movies, or everything is like the same, because like these guys really don't get it. So we have to push. Like, to me, I look at it like this is the Renaissance. It's almost like when George Lucas and Francis Ford Coppola and Martin Scorsese, like when they all like graduated from film school and started making films. I feel like that's kind of where we are right now. Right. It's like we learn from the studios. We learn from the big studio systems, right? We learn from the Disneys, the Hasbros, the Mattels. We learn from all those, right? So now it's like guys independently can come out and they can make their own Taxi Driver. They can make their own Star Wars. They can make their own mark in the independent world, where it's like, Brutal Rim, Odious, the Ramen Racer, the Bandito. These things can actually blow up in a way where it's like, man, this is like the best indie film I've ever seen. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we have that same power right now.
Yeah, it's like Trauma, right? I mean, it's like we were just talking about that earlier.
Look at that! I'm proud of that guy.
Yeah,
right.
And this is just a YouTube guy. This isn't even a toy industry. No background in toys. No, nothing. Just a guy with an idea and a following that made it happen.
And look how it grew. Like, look how it grew.
It's like a pop culture phenomenon. This guy in the toy industry.
You're absolutely right. And for me to actually just be a part of that is like, I'm as proud of that as I am working with Toy Biz, because it's like, man, I can't believe this journey. You know what I'm saying? I can't believe the people I've been around, the talent I've been around, the ideas that we had to share. And that's part of this whole thing. That's a spoke in this giant wheel. And it's just so cool, so fun, so on brand and market of what it is that we love. That would never have come about at Mattel or at Hasbro, at a Spin Master or a Jazzware, because there's too much invested in the IPs that they don't own.
Come on now.
Well, but I mean, like, that's the thing. And I think I've said that we've talked about this before on the show too, but it's like things like Ninja Turtles is an example, right? That was like an off the wall idea that was about taking a risk, right?
Yeah.
If we didn't take that risk, we would not have that.
Right.
And but we take it for granted now that this is just, that's a thing that's been around and look how successful it is. But that was because of risk. It was because of and it's become what it's become because it's had such a an impact, and so many folks have looked at it and said, wow, that's freaking cool. That's creative. And these are folks now coming into the mix who have grown up on these things and have their own ideas that they bring into the mix. And it's such a beautiful thing to
that's
watch.
why it kind of, I'll be honest with you. I'll be super honest with you with Todd McFarlane Toys. It's actually a little bit disappointing for me that he's doing Turtles, because he's the one that kicked off even the idea of making other properties cool other than superheroes. You know what I'm saying? Like the horror movie stuff, the metal bands, you know, Kiss and the movie Maniacs and all that stuff. Like, I mean, like, I understand, like, you know, bringing forth new brands or brands that or IPs that people, you know, really recognize in the toy world. But this is like Todd McFarlane, bro. Like, you got Image Comics, you know, you got your own Spawn universe. I'd rather you pour.
Let someone else eat, right?
Yeah.
But no, I'd rather him pour his creative energy and the means to be able to galvanize other creatives to do some cool stuff. I'd rather him pour his energy into that as opposed to a brand
taking something that's already been done 100 times
right now.
Yeah,
like,
for real.
It's Turtles.
Like, what are you gonna do differently? How are you gonna? What's gonna make your Turtles desirable by everybody else that's already got a million Turtles?
I feel like that was also the same take with DC though. Like that again. I love Todd's toys, but it was the funny thing of, like, to me, like, what it was like, oh, Spawn dude's doing DC. All right. I mean, obviously, I know him for more than fucking Spawn.
Yeah, but there's never been figures like that. There's never been posability of those figures, or that detail of figures in the old Superpowers figures and stuff like that. You weren't getting that. So Todd really reinvented that.
DC Classics, though. DC Classics was fire. That was 4 Horsemen on that. I mean, that was pretty innovative for the time.
Yeah.
For the time.
Yeah.
He brought it up to speed, you know?
But I guess my point is that him being a creator and such an imaginative guy, and how he took us all along the ride for Spawn, you know, in that world, it's like, man, I would rather, it would be more fun for me to play more in that world in his mind, as opposed to something that I'm so familiar with.
I mean, he's proven time and time again that his IPs sell. I mean, you look at the Kickstarters for the Spawn figures, and holy shit,
right? They do better than like a Ghost Rider. Real cool. You know what I'm saying? Like I mean, and that's his creation. So I would love to see that.
Oh shit! On many fronts, there's that medieval.
Oh,
yeah, because I mean, this thing is a work of art.
Yeah, look at that.
Absolute work of art. From the packaging to the display to the number of accessories to the detail, every bit about this thing is a piece of art, posable art. I love this.
That was a Kickstarter that they did, right? That he did.
Yeah, this is the Kickstarter.
Yeah.
So this is the blue version. Then I have a black version, and I have the pewter or metallic version. But they'll stay in their box for now. But I mean, come on, look at the detail.
I know
the
thing is like so metal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It is just so metal. It's so dope. You know, I just, when I see a Superman or a Raphael, to me that's
already been done. Like, work, do your independent stuff. Do something that no one else has done. Bring something new to the market.
I wonder though if it's just the IDW stuff that he'll be able to do, or if he'll be able to do his own versions of that too. Because that would be kind of neat to see.
Now, if he could do his own version of the Turtles, I'll be down for that. I'll be so down for that.
Knives.
You know, or just creeped out. You know, like I remember one of the guys that I worked with at Toy Biz. His name is Mike Mucci. He actually drew a lot of the control art for Marvel Legends, right? And he was an animator. Mike Mucci, super awesome, dope artist, and he loved Ninja Turtles, and he used to draw all these weird like versions of the Turtles, like that came out of his mind. They were better than anything that I had seen, you know, that was pushed in front of me. You know, with the crazy oversized shells and the stumpy legs or the long, like they were so amazing. I want to see that.
Remember this? This is 20 years old.
Right, and it's still holding up.
and it still holds up. This is 20 years old, and it's still one of the best Spawn figures ever made.
Yeah, it is.
That's what I love. Like to be able to do that, like that still holds up. That's when it's like a fine movie or a fine wine,
right?
Yeah,
like, that's when it's really art. You know, it's beyond just, you know, a toys and plastic and all that. That's when it's like culturally
stands the test of time.
Moving. Right?
Yeah.
But
that's a whole nother story.
What's going on?
The Shav asked if Todd had lost it. He didn't lose it. He just he doesn't have all of it starting.
Hey Shav, yo man, welcome to 2025. I'm glad you have awakened from this from the nap like myself. It's some wild stuff going on, man. Wild stuff going on.
You crawled out from underneath.
Dude, the funny thing is like the one Toddy Mac figure that's not like a DC fig that lives on my shelf is a rando one, but this is one that I wanted so badly as a kid.
Yeah.
Oh, I used to love that figure.
Zombie Spawn.
Man, I love that figure, man. I love that figure.
He lives right on my shelf of inspo that's in front of me, so it's been one that it's so ridiculous and over the top, but I love it. But and the cool thing is the collector in me really enjoyed it because I bought this on card for $5 and opened it last year.
See, that's something to be said about that, man.
Badass.
Yeah, there we go.
The curse.
Yeah. You know? Oh yeah, I had that. Probably still. I'm sure I opened it.
To me, like that's when I see stuff like that. That's what I'm thinking about Todd McFarlane as like.
I mean, this is 1998, dude. This is 98. Look, it's yellowed. The stickers peel off a little bit. But he 98, bro, the detail. Yeah, the detail in 98.
Oh, burn it.
Do you remember Nitro Riders from McFarlane?
Yeah.
They were the motorcycles with like
the motorcycles,
Oh, I love those figures. I remember that was we did a family trip down to Chicago, and we got to go into that FAO Schwartz that was down there, and my parents were like, you can get one toy because it was like a big deal. That was a big friggin' deal. Like going down to Chicago, we saw some family, we got to hang out with friends, and then we got to go to this big ass toy store, and I bought a Nitro Rider.
Bro,
I still have the bike.
Listen, let me tell you something, man. Like the whole thing about Spawn and why we love Spawn toys, we should never forget that. I mean, and Todd McFarlane put his blood, sweat, and tears into that, but we also cannot forget that it was a young kid, like a little teenage kid that was with the buyer that was reading Spawn, that was like, hey man, that's dope. So in a sense, the reason why we even have this is because of us. You know, that kid was a fan of comics that knew Todd McFarlane way beyond than anybody else doing toy fair at that time knew. They just thought he was just one of many doors to knock on to go in there and try to make a deal. But when that kid with his father was a buyer or whatever, and the kid started going nuts because he was like, yo, that's the comics that I read, and those are the toys that he's making, yo. And that excitement turned his dad on. That is like how it was for any one of us walk into a toy aisle and we going ape shit. And our parents don't know what we're going ape shit
about.
And
it revolutionized comics before they revolutionized toys.
Right.
The quality of comics we started getting glossy pages. We started getting colors that you would never see in an X. Like you would never see those colors, the blends and stuff. The top cows and the image and all those, you know,
it was all the sub studios of Image Comics, because it
was
you had
Witchblade and Darkness and all those, like they really
changed it up. McFarlane was also putting out like that was the interesting thing at the time, because like you got Shadowhawk randomly like jammed into a line, then you had Wetworks, you had Youngblood, you had all these indie comics were getting toys, and then the weird thing is Playmates Toys, who were making one of the hottest action figure lines in Ninja Turtles, was going, hey, Savage Dragon has a cartoon now. Wildcats has a cartoon now. There's more image figures that are just like, bruh, out into
that's the thing that I love, that the fact that it all circles back to that kid loving Spawn. You know, and it's like, now for toy companies make all these things and they have their kid version and collector version. I'm like, man, that is such bullshit to me, because kids love the same thing that collectors love. You know what I mean? I always love sophisticated stuff. You know, so the fact that it was presented to me as a kid, I wanted it. And the same thing with that kid. And look, just with that interest, that knowledge that kid had, look at where Todd McFarlane Toys, his comics, all that shit is right now.
Well, I want to show something, because this is something that literally, like, he is mounted on my wall right there. This is a figure that I got from my good buddy Dave over at Meepleton's over in Madison. So I give all the credit in the world. He thought I was fucking nuts. But this is a pizza Spider-Man. And this came out when I was in my 20s. This, though, is a figure that was well loved, well played with. You can look at all the paint wear and chips and shit. He is beaten up. He is played with. He is a loved toy. And I walked up to Dave and I said, dude, how much for this? Like, you can see like the paint's wearing off on his legs and stuff. And he goes, why the hell do you want that? I go, because this right here says that kids still love toys. Like
kids will never stop loving toys, man.
But that's do you still have the pizza? Do you still have the pizza?
Well, on mine, yeah, I have mine over at my Spidey shop. Like this,
that's an oldie but goodie right there.
Yeah, Spidey Classics.
I got all of those up there on the wall.
Yeah, that's Spidey Classics with the magnet. Yeah. Nice.
I won this at the Science Museum. Nice. I think I beat out like much younger kids with.
Well, I mean, that's look at that. I mean, you want to talk about Peter Parker? You know, I mean, Peter Parker is getting bit. You know, doing a whole, a science, lecture and all this other stuff, and then you wind up buying a Spider-Man figure at a science fair. Like, see how that shit kind of comes full circle? I love stuff like that, man.
Like that. I don't know. There's something like, and okay, I have a 2 and an 8-year-old, so obviously now it's seeing that. Or seeing them discover things and see them discovering how things work and having those aha moments. This was just one of those things of like, knowing that I bought this figure in my 20s. You know, I didn't take it out to the sandbox. I wasn't, trying to duct tape it to a wood block that was now a car. I wasn't doing all the crazy stupid shit with it. I was posing it around and I was using it as reference. This dude saw some shit, and like, I love that about it. Like, and that's why it lives right here, just because it's like, it's that fun reminder of just like, no, like, that's what they are. These are playthings. These are meant to be fun and bring imagination.
Like that's your Slinky. That's your hula hoop. You know what I mean? Like, that's your toy. And that should never be like not remembered.
It's memories too, and it's like, something you can look at, and it, brings you joy every time you're seeing it.
Yes, exactly. And my cousins come over, my cousins' kids, I should say, they all range. My daughter's the oldest at 12. So they all range from like 6 to 10 years old, rather. I let them come in, and they're like, it's like a toy store. They love it. And I'll let them, I'll be like, if you want to play with something, just let me know. Right. And, I let them pick out something. If they want to play with it and it's like a Marvel Legend, go at it. If it's a NECA figure, all right, be gentle, Yeah. But, I always I tell them to ask permission if they want to play with it. And I've told them no on certain things because I have expensive figures. But, they want to play with Alf, go.
Yeah, I mean, kids are naturally curious. They're
I want them to. They're toys. Let them play with them.
And the funny thing about you not wanting to play with the expensive stuff is that it's really expensive. The value is kind of placed in our mind. Like, even though we put dollars behind it, but it's kind of placed in our mind because it's all plastic and stuff. But that's the kid in you. Like, the kid in you is like, yo, I love my toy, but I don't want you to play with it. You can look at it.
So I let them play with something that I can replace. If it's something I can't replace easily, then that's the value.
You know what I did? I never forget it. We had did, like, when I did the Giant Galactus and all that stuff in the Sentinel for Hasbro back in the day. Well, we had also did a star screen, like a star screen.
Oh yeah.
For GI Joe, it was like a GI Joe star screen cross.
Oh yeah, it was the San Diego. That was the San Diego.
Right. And I immediately let like my 4-year-old son at the time play with that shit, and he busted it up, and I never felt so happy. Like, and I had a speed racer, giant speed racer car, Mach 5. Let him play with it. He busted it up, and he was playing with it, like shooting it all down the steps and everything. And my friend was like, "Yo, you let your kid play with that?" I'm like, "You damn right," because I was the kid that did the same thing.
Right,
you know what I mean? And you have to let the kids kind of like divulge in that stuff. And I get the value and all that, but it's like when they get to do that and play and actually like immerse themselves in it, they become what we are right now. And I think that's one of the reasons why some of these kids, like, we love to blame the internet and all this other stuff. Just like when I was growing up, they was blaming hip hop and TV. Like, literally, the television was going to melt your brain. Like, that's what used to be said, you know? But I think that what it is that the kids will always gravitate to where their interests are. And the more that we helicopter that and try to, you know, really, really control what it is they find, you know, they lose interest in that. Like, I didn't like, I mean, I was one of the rare kids that actually liked what my mom liked because, you know, she was the original Marvel fan. She gave me her Marvel comics. She, you know, gave me her Sugar Hill Gang record 2 weeks after it came out. That made me fall in love with hip hop, you know, stuff like that. But it's like a lot of parents aren't like that, and it's not cool to like what your parents like. You know what I mean? So like that's another reason why I love Todd McFarlane, because we're so anti at the time what the industry was. It was like a parental advisory in 3D form.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
actually, remember they had the stickers that they put on some of the packages.
I
grabbed this because this sits on my desk right over there. This was I think I was 8 or 9. I made this. Yeah. And
that's great.
Again, indie comics. I
had comics. My mom got me into that character, bro.
I had an older brother, and he got me into Madman. And there was no Madman toy. There was no hope for a Madman toy. So this is a undercover Dick Grayson that actually, because I didn't know that I could do this, I didn't paint under the fucking boot cover. But the paint, which is house paint, by the way, did its job. And this lives on my desk as kind of one of those reminders of like, I played with this thing all the fucking time. This was with my Spawn figure and my Spidey and my Batman.
Right.
It didn't matter.
You integrated that into your play pattern.
I think I showed you this. I wanted a Spawn Lego set. So I made Spawn Legos.
That's fun.
See, like that stuff I love, because in the toy world you will hear, well, it's not for kids, and kids don't know that. They need TV. They need a cartoon. They need a movie to be steered and directed like little robots. Beep, beep, pop, pop. Get out of here with all that. Like, kids will discover the cool shit.
Dude,
you know what I mean?
My 2-year-old son's favorite toy right now is a dollar store orca whale. That everything. It doesn't matter. Madman, Spider-Man, Batman, Ninja Turtle, Bluey. It doesn't matter. Everybody rides the orca. They go on adventures across the universe because orcas can go into fucking space in his mind. And you know what? You know what I say to that? Blast off, buddy. We're going to the moon.
Like, do we know that orcas can't go into space? I don't know.
I mean,
I know.
People say that the whales are like aliens, right? The whales are...
Yeah, I mean, look how smart they are. Look who says that they haven't plotted it about, you know.
Oh man, I love watching how they coordinate attacks, and
I love that, bro.
Isn't that crazy? They strategize and they coordinate the attack against whales or seals, and they'll flip an iceberg together with their waves.
Yeah, it's wild. Like, they
smart.
And you know what else I love? When you see them, like when they're captured, but they mess with the pelicans that fly in.
Oh yeah.
Like, you know, it's like we're in the pen, we're in the joint, we're in the yard. But you know what? Since you in here, we're gonna get you. We're gonna have a little bit of fun.
Yeah.
Have fun.
So here's a little fish for you, baby.
They need a little fun, right?
Like, even when they're captive, they're still hunting.
But that's the fascinating thing, you know, like that's I don't know, it's fun to see that reaction though, you know what I mean? Like that, you know, just there's always going to be a sense of discovery. There's always going to be that sense of curiosity and shit that we don't even know. And like I love like it's like my 8-year-old, brilliant, smart as a whip, all that fun stuff. But like logic has taken over. There's not that chaos of a toddler's brain of going, yeah, Cookie Monster and Bluey. Yeah, so I can put them in the orca and then they can go underwater like a submarine.
Yeah.
Sure can. Like, let's go.
And the 8-year-old saying, that's stupid. They can't do that.
What?
Yeah.
The 8-year-old saying, that's stupid. They can't do that.
I know that's when the innocence is lost, because it's like I love when kids think that everything you say and do is the most amazing thing in the world, like to their world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Dude,
which is why Santa Claus is always going to be cool. You know, it's that mechanism.
Ryan says my kids still love sticks and boxes more than any of the toys I give them, and that's one of my favorite things in this world. There's a nature center that's about a 15-20-minute drive from where I'm at, and like I'll bring a lunchbox that has like a couple sandwiches and a couple of Miles toys, and we'll go up there and we'll have lunch and we'll go play in the woods and just have some fun. And holy shit, the other day I thought he was going to lose his mind because Bluey got caught in like the little creek stream because everything was melting, and he went on a piece of wood and away Bluey went. I was like, oh shit. catch the dog. But
there's actually a Bluey episode like that, isn't there? I think where they play the creek and the
Barky Boats. I watch entirely too much.
I love Bluey. Yeah, that's how I know. I love Bluey.
But again,
I have two daughters at that age. That's why, like, it really resonates with me.
It's that fun thing though, like, you know, seeing my kids still like, you know, taking their toys out in the sandbox, or you know, taking like we'll go to go someplace and they're my son loves Ninja Turtles and he has some of those Mutant Mayhem dudes, and dude, I have hosed those things off so many times because like they get down in the dirt and it's like, oh, okay, time to go wash these off, just so you don't bring it in the house, so that like I end up having to clean something else.
Yeah, because Mama Bear don't like the dirt coming in the house.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
Well, see, my wife loves the dirt coming in the house. She's a gardener. She loves it. But
because the kids had a good time.
The authentic turtles.
But again, it's fun. It's seeing that innovation, and it's also fun because in like my heart of heart and my brain's going on, like that's what I see in these indie toy lines. I see that heart and that passion and that energy going into creating this next phase of what, in my opinion, what toys should be, which is you know, that energy embodied in these toy lines that are creating, like, again, Plunderlings were fucking Corporal Crisps.
Yeah.
Bro, 9 to 5 Warriors is my jam, bro. Right. Like that is, I love that line because
it's funny that you brought those out, Geeky, because I was thinking earlier, because I was going to make a point saying like you can have, there's so much out there for everybody to collect, and whether you're into Brutal Realm, Savage Crucible, or you just want damn 9 to 5 Warriors, like it's out there.
It's out there,
and it's everybody wants it.
My son took the lunchbox from this, and he has it upstairs, and it's always funny because his friend, like every so often his friend's like, what's a 9 to 5 warrior? And I'm just like, look at the box, man, like just have fun. Like, remember when that's how you found out about new shows?
Yes.
Thermos.
Yes.
Someone's thermos. Yeah. Who's Denver the Last Dinosaur?
Yeah.
Sit down for a spell. Let's talk it out. Yeah.
I remember there was a cartoon called Jason the Wheeled Warriors. It was actually very, very dope back in the day, and it just came out of nowhere. Like actually, for a lot of us, Transformers came out of nowhere. Like it just kind of came out of nowhere, and like kids, as we were kids when that stuff came out, we were hooked. And sometimes, man, that's the best way to get them. Like you don't need to have these extravagant like vehicles of big budget movies. I mean, James Cameron made some of the best movies in the world and some of the most ridiculous worst toys ever, because thinking that a movie is going to steer that, and it doesn't. You just got to do something cool and that's intrinsic for the imagination for kids.
To be fair, I remember actually the battery just died. I have a RoboCop 2 Toy Island RoboCop that you press the button and it goes. The battery just finally died on that thing because my 2-year-old got a hold of it, and I listened to that nonstop for about 3 days. And then finally went.
Meanwhile, we had the ray guns. The ray guns that would go pew wee 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 wee, and then go whoop, 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 meow, 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 like it was a car alarm. Every time you pull the trigger, those are the we all know that that noise.
But I mean, even when you talk about RoboCop, that movie was not for kids.
It was X-rated.
No.
Technically, it was X-rated.
That movie has just as much violence as Scarface. And when you think about how Murphy got killed, he got blasted.
The hand shot, man.
Yeah.
But again, I think of like
they blew the poor dude up, man.
Yeah.
Like they chewed him up.
But
not only that, but then
Alien, Terminator, Predator, like RoboCop, like all these fucking Rambo, like Coleco's Rambo. Like I think of all those toys, and like I remember my cousin had a Coleco Rambo, and I remember being like, "Whoa, what's Rambo?" And then my dad was watching, I think, First Blood, and it was the Saturday afternoon movie version. My dad was 9 to 5. He traveled a lot, like for work and shit. So when he'd veg on the couch and not really pay attention. And I remember watching First Blood, going, I don't think I'm supposed to be watching this. also in the back of my head, going
on channel 11 during the commercials,
like. But
during that time, like the way that Sylvester Stallone looked and Arnold Schwarzenegger, like even though they looked so dope in movies, in our mind,
Brutal Realm toys.
That's why we love Brutal Realm.
We in our mind, we wanted those toys. We just didn't know that we wanted. Like it had to be shown to us. It had to be shown like it's a possibility. And then once that actually came about, it was like, this is like I've been wanting this my entire life.
Yeah, Dutch. But like I also think of like as a kid, I remember we got a lot of hand-me-downs from like my cousins and stuff like that because we were the youngest, like me and my brother, and we got a Rambo big wheel.
Oh,
do you remember Big Wheel
with the guns on the front?
Yeah, it had the guns on the front. So one year, my brother and I went as Batman and Robin. My brother's 5 years older than me, and I remember it was Halloween night. It was
you were Robin.
It was an obscenely warm night. I was dressed up as Robin, and I was like, we had like a really janky driveway that like kind of went like right out into the street. And so like I'm like, woo, and I started going down. I remember my cape got sucked into the back wheel. I was like, like
that's why you don't wear capes.
And my mom always joked around. She's like, yeah, Rambo nearly killed you that night. Like, oh,
yeah.
But
man, Damien's crashing. He keeps crashing. You yawning. You rubbing your eyes. You crash. I see it.
It's midnight. I'm about to crash.
Yeah, y'all are out east, yeah. But that's okay. How about this? Let's put a pin in it. Let's circle back around. Let's do this again. We can wind it down. We'll do it again. Obviously, VONNER, the door is always open for you, boss.
Thank you.
And Damien and Geek, you know that too. They're here all the time. But real quick, I'm going to shoot it around so everybody can plug everything under the sun real quick. And then we'll send it off and get ready for the first mini marathon this Friday. So
I love the
we'll be back for that too.
VONNER, the floor is yours, my friend.
Hey guys, thank you so much for having me. Of course, I'm always letting you know what's going on. So listen, join me down at Toylanta, where we're gonna have some super dope reveals with some really cool friends. We're gonna have the Bandito there. We're gonna have Bandito Radio going with interviews and music. We're actually gonna have an artist that is streaming right now on Bandito Radio. Artist will appear there. We're going to have Brutal Realm there. Brutal Realm is going to have an awesome display, reveal some new characters and everything. We're going to have I'm going to have some audiences there for you guys. You know, From the Realm is going to be there. We're going to have a lot of fun showcasing a lot of cool stuff, and have fun. Talk about toys, talk about comics, and also this is Toylanta. You know, Toylanta is has merged with PowerCon. You know, it's super super fun. I talk to Brett all the time, man, and like I really want this convention, this con to like blow up and be, what I know it can be. So join us there. We're gonna have so much fun down in Duluth, and yeah, and also too, support your independent creators. Support Boodle Room. Support our Frog Entertainment and the Valorverses and all those guys. I mean, now we are in the space where we can actually do that. And hey, if people are worried about terrorists and all that, then let's find a collective way of how we can all do some type of business together where we can kind of head that off. I mean, we're in a space where we are right now. Prices going to increase. We already know that things are going to happen. So what can we all do collectively to make sure that our world, our genre, pushes through and keeps going and wins with all of this? So support your independent creators. Support their endeavors, their marketing, their cartoons, their toys, their films, whatever it is. Support them so we can all keep sharing this stuff, talking about it, having fun, being fans forever, and seeing these new ideas and characters and brands grow. So let's do it.
Yeah, dude. Thank you.
And I'm sorry for being late too. I'm sorry.
Damien.
Hey, yeah, so you can catch me here usually on Tuesdays for Chop and Shop, where I will be painting these live with the crowd. You can go to my website, dblakemakes.com, and treat your shelf. Code Wonder20 for 20% off your order. That's always into effect. And yeah, check me out on any other of my social medias, dblakemakes.
Hell yeah. Mr. Geeky.
I hear it every time, and I love it every time. Like treat yourself is such a great line. Yeah, speaking geeky, you can find me here almost every week on Grippin' and Rippin', and I think upcoming Turtle Talk. We talked about it.
Coming soon.
Coming soon. TBD.
Coming soon.
But soon, hopefully. And so there's you'll see me. I'll be back on Friday for the mini marathon stream, which is going to be great. And then on the channel we've got a ton of fun stuff coming too. A ton of different deep dives. Some incredible original art that from a variety of different artists, and some new animations too. So over on Instagram, I think is probably the best. You can find all our links over there, or the YouTube Speaky Geeky, and that is but usually always here.
Hell yeah. You can find me right here every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Monday is Let's Talk Toys. Tuesday is Chop and Shop. Wednesday is Grippin' and Rippin'. But no Griff Riffs this week again. Tony's out fixing his neck right now, but didn't listen to Wu-Tang. But you got to come back around on Friday for the mini marathon. It's going to be fun. Got some giveaways, got some raffles, got a bunch of nuggets of doom. It's time to swap this out and get to work. So, yeah, folks, thank you, everybody, for stopping on by and being part of the conversation. Thank you, of course, to the ever-awesome Big Father down there, Dave Vonner. Thank you to D. Blake Makes. Thank you to Mr. Geeky. Thank you to the COJ. COJ provides, don't forget about that, because we'll be back for the mini marathon this Friday, starting at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, and it goes through midnight. So last year we set the bar really fucking high. So I got the time, and I got the stupid spicy chicken to eat. So swing on by.
I want to be the Nipsey Russell of your marathons.
I'm down.
Remember how the celebrities would show up drunk at the Jerry Lewis telethons and all that? And that was for the kids. They showed it. Roddy Dangerfield, like, hey, how you doing? I have 3 shades of the wind. And donate your money. I'm out of here.
We have 4 olives in their martinis.
It would be an honor, sir. I'll send you a link. But yeah, it's gonna be wild, guys. I'm so friggin' stoked. Vonner, if you gotta stick around after the stream, I gotta tell you something real quick.
Yes.
Thank you so much to the COJ for being a part of the conversation. As always, until next time, folks, be good, be kind. Much love from Minnesota, y'all. Sing it, Mike. Take it easy. Bye.